evening and welcome to Greenwood High School football on Spirit 106.3 KZKZ Greenwood Fort Smith. Tonight it's the second round of the playoffs and the Bulldogs take on the Batesville Pioneers. The broadcast is brought to you by Farmers Bank, Shelter Insurance, Burgess Communications, Bancorp South, MSG Waste Management, Elite Roofing, Eagle One, Pradco, University of Arkansas at Fort Smith, River Valley Heat and Air, Steve Breedlove State Representative, Hug and Haul Equipment, Pro Insulation, Lumber One, the Greenwood Booster Club, Greenwood Schools, Ronald Reagan Realty, Rentco, Dunn Chevrolet Boonville, and Dr. Lee Johnson. Let's check in now with Tim Terry for tonight's pregame.
Hello again, Bulldog fans, and welcome to Week 12 of Greenwood High School football. We are live at Smith Robinson Stadium. It's second-round playoff action for the three-time defending state champion Greenwood Bulldogs. The Batesville Pioneers make the trip up to Smith Robinson tonight on what is a very cold and blistery night for football. And I'm Tim Terry in the booth, as always. Kevin Jones. Kevin, here we are, second-round action.
Yeah, Timmy, I tell you, this is setting up to be a big one. Kind of went back and looked at the 06 matchup here, and the stats are eerily close. We passed for 366 yards. They rushed for 367 yards. However, they only passed for 81, and we passed for 188. So it was a 107-yard difference. Both teams combined for over 100, or exactly 100 points. And both teams combined for 1,000 yards. And two onside kicks and a blocked punt for a touchdown helped Greenwood pull out the big victory there in 06. But this team is eerily similar to the 06 team. They're averaging roughly about the same points per game. In 06, they averaged 32 points a game. This year, they're averaging 29. 06, they were giving up 14 points a game. This year, they're giving up 13. So very much the same top team. They're going to run the ball. I don't think they throw it a whole lot. They're big. We've already saw them in warm-ups. So Greenwood's going to have the work cut out tonight.
Devin Cochran's wife is home with a little strep throat or mono or something. She's doing her best Tyler Wilson impersonation. So we got some new blood down on the sideline tonight. Let's go down and check in with Daryl Wheeler for our first Hug Chevrolet sideline report.
Hey, Tim, Kevin. It's cold out here, but it's a good, clear night. Bulldogs look like they're fired up, and we'll be ready to go here shortly.
All right, the wheel down on the sidelines tonight. I want to thank Daryl for doing a little impromptu fill-in.
I called him about 30 minutes ago, and he said, absolutely, I'll do it.
So y'all bear with the wheel. We'll see how well he is, see if he's as good as Aaron Andrews.
He doesn't look much like her.
He doesn't look as good as her. You're right about that. I talked with head football coach Rick Jones about tonight's football game earlier, and we'll come back and hear what he had to say. After this timeout, you're listening to Greenwood High School football. Tyler, play action, looking to throw. Unloads for Staten. Got it! Touchdown! Two-point try! Sweet. He got it that time, and a two-point try, and it's 56-55 with 12.6 seconds left in the football game. And this crowd is going nuts.
Oh, yeah, those great Bulldog moments. What a game that was. So what's new this year? The concrete sidewalk leading from the GMAC to the field is known as Champions Walk. Champions Walk will be lined with bricks and stamped with names of past players. The Roman stone pillars represent each state championship and hold the archway, signifying Bulldog pride and tradition to all players who pass through. Why not purchase your own personal brick? It will support the Bulldogs and cement your pride forever. Order forms are available at www.greenwooddogpound.com. The Greenwood Booster Club is dedicated to supporting Greenwood football, but without your financial support or volunteer help, these projects would not be possible. Thanks again for supporting the Greenwood Booster Club. Go Bulldogs!
There's never been a better time to meet with your Shelter insurance agent. That's because Shelter continues to offer very competitive rates on its homeowners' policies. Plus, Shelter's coverage includes a big benefit you can't get anywhere else: the personal service you get with Shelter agents. Seek Shelter today at shelterinsurance.com.
See Phil Hicks for a free insurance review at 1740 West Center in Greenwood.
Eagle One Hot Shot proudly supports Bulldog football. Eagle One Hot Shot, an expedited small to medium load oil field transportation company, is fully insured and DOT compliant with drivers available around the clock in Tulsa, Fort Smith, and throughout central Arkansas's Fayetteville Shale. Registered in all 48 states, down the interstate, or across a pasture and through a creek bed, you can trust Eagle One Hot Shot to get it there now. When it's important, you shouldn't have to ask twice. Just contact Eagle One Hot Shot at 866-503-7555. Go Greenwood Bulldogs.
We're back in the pregame Pregame Coaches Show, and I'm here with head football coach Rick Jones. Coach, postseason, survival. You know, you all talked about in the postgame show, Devin said it wouldn't win any beauty contests offensively, but the defense played fantastic. Second week in a row, defense has stepped up.
Well, they really did. I thought they played their best game of the year. They were flying to the football. They were really aggressive. I thought our secondary really took a step forward. I was very pleased with the way those guys played. They were aggressive. They came up and hit. They played the ball in the air a lot better. Our coverage was better. The tackling was better. It was really good performance by those guys. I was so frustrated that our offense kept putting them in bad position. They give us a short field. We eke out a few points, and then we'd turn the ball right back over to them. And it was frustrating me because to some extent it could spoil a great effort by the defense. The way it is on a team, we've had games where the offense has won, the defense has won. We need to have a game where all three win. We have that total team effort. I've told our guys we're in week 13 now, or week 12 rather, and I still think our best football is somewhere out there, and I think we can still play better and get better every week, and that's the thing. Our guys have come a long way. When we loaded the bus to go to Morrilton, it was do or die time, and I'm really proud of what our guys have accomplished so far. They held together during some tough, bleak, dark times and just kept working hard. And I think more than anything, they trusted the system. They knew if they did things right and they continued to work hard, the good things would happen. And I mean, we've had there's our lucky bell. Our team has really just fought through, and they persevered, and you can't say enough about them. They're conference champs. We're in the second round. They have a great opportunity tonight, and we just need to make sure we play well.
You talked about your defensive coverage, and we saw a three-man front last week, first time all season. I bet Stovall was liking that nose guard spot.
He probably was. He was getting triple teamed, and I'm not sure he liked it a lot. I got tickled at Booster Club meeting. We had one play where there were three guys in the backfield and three guys blocking Damien, and that was a lot of fun for those other three guys, but it wasn't much fun for Damien. That's sometimes the way it works. But our defensive guys went to the nickel package and long yardage situations, and it really helped us. We were able, play too deep with a guy there in the middle, and it really, I think it threw Camden off a little bit, and we were really better in long yardage situations. Of course, we've given up some long plays in third and fourth down, and like I said, those guys played really, really well. The defensive coaches had those guys ready to play, and it was a great effort by those guys.
Coach Michael Berry, I couldn't say enough about him on the air, and at one point I mentioned he was playing better than any defensive end in the nation. I mean, there was a time there where every play, block, PAT, I mean, he was all over the place.
It was difficult to tell if Michael was playing defensive end for us or offensive back for them because he was back there as much as their back was. He gave his guy fits. There's no doubt about it. I think I've spoken about Michael the last several weeks, but he's playing the best football of his life, and it's great to see a senior play the best at the end, and I really, really have been proud of Michael. He comes with some intensity, and he's a quiet guy. He just doesn't say a whole lot, and he's really gotten after it the last few weeks. And we're going to need another great effort by those guys up front this week, that's for sure.
All right, Coach, we'll take our first time out, come back, and talk about the Batesville Pioneers. You're listening to Greenwood High School Football.
Do you have a remodeling project planned or maybe designing that new dream home? Then head to Lumber One in Van Buren. They can supply all your building materials no matter how big or how small the job. If you need that special custom-sized door or energy-efficient window, Lumber One has just what you need to put the finishing touches on your project. They also carry a full line of roofing supplies. For all your building materials, call Lumber One of Van Buren, 474-4444, 474-4444.
Are you a contractor starting a new project? Well, look to Rentco for the industrial equipment you need to get the job done right. A full line of aerial equipment, 15-foot to 85-foot tractors, backhoes, dozers, chippers, you name it. Rentco has it. Floor sanders, generators, pressure washers, plus storage containers and job site office trailers. They have it, and if they don't have it, they can get it. Husqvarna and steel equipment also available. Whether your next project is big or small, you need to check Rentco first. They're located at 2305 Industrial Park Road, Van Buren. Call them at 410-RENT.
They say, what bank do you use? I said, there's only one bank. Farmers Bank is my bank.
Farmers Bank has given Fred Kinslow everything he's asked for.
They've loaned me money to buy 3 houses with here in town, and they put me in business in 2 or 3 different barber shops. I'm still using the bank. That's the only bank I've ever used. The Farmers Bank's been great to me, and if I needed anything, that's where I go. It's been a wonderful relationship doing business with Farmers Bank.
Elite Roofing is a locally owned roofing contractor that is a proud sponsor of the Greenwood Bulldogs. If you're building a new home or need a new roof on your existing home, Elite Roofing is the one to call. Elite Roofing is known for their dependability and reliability. Just ask any of their satisfied customers. They're licensed and bonded. References available upon request. If you need a roof, call your local roofing contractor. Elite Roofing, 478-8668. That's 478-8668.
The Greenwood Bulldogs have a winning football team, and the families at Pro Insulation are proud to be a sponsor of the Greenwood Bulldogs. They want to extend their warmest wishes for another winning season. They'll be praying for them all season long and throughout the year. So keep up the good work, play hard, and let's have another successful year. God bless the Greenwood Bulldogs. The broadcast of these games is being made possible by the generosity of the folks like the families of Pro Insulation.
Back here in the pregame coaches show, head football coach Rick Jones. Coach, kind of a familiar foe. A couple years ago, these guys came in, and we handled them pretty decently. But what do we know about Batesville this year?
Well, they're really good. I wouldn't say what we did to those guys 2 years ago was a handling job. That was more like you talk about survival. We onside kicked twice, and I tell you, we had to play a great game to beat those guys 2 years ago. They were really, really good. We watched that film 5 or 6 times this week, and I was like, good grief, what a game. This is a great game, and that game sort of gets lost in the shuffle because we loaded up the next week and had to play at Wynn, and those, I tell you, Batesville is really, really tough. Coach King's one of the best coaches in Arkansas. Those guys play hard. They're physical. They're nasty. They play the game the right way. And I say that in a good way. They play really, really good football. They're just solid. They just pound you offensively. They just pound you. Then they hit play action pass. Quarterback's one of the toughest kids out there. He plays free safety. Their tailback plays linebacker. They have a couple guys that are really key guys for them to go both ways. And on defense, they just swarm and attack, play a lot of man, and they press the action. Their coaches do a great job every week coming up with game plan. And we know we're going to have to play a great football game tonight. They're really, really solid. West Helena, we watched that film, and everybody's talking about West Helena being the #1 team in the state. Well, if they are, then Batesville's pretty high because it's an 8-0 game. And Batesville had their chances. They just couldn't get it knocked in. And then West Helena busted a long one on them and made it 14-zip. But I tell you, they are a tough football team. We have a lot of respect for them.
Coach, one thing about our playing surface is kind of an advantage maybe to some that are not used to it. Batesville plays on a turf field like ours, so that kind of levels the playing field a little bit.
I've always thought that having that turf is probably, and it's an advantage for us just because we're used to it and we play on it. But I think it's such a great surface that, like Camden Fairview comes up, and they're faster than they've ever been. They're pretty fast anyway, but it's a fast track. And, I think people enjoy playing here. And we always get people's best shot, whether it's the turf or the atmosphere or whatever. But everybody, when I walk out on the field for the pregame, all the opposing coaches are always coming saying, Coach, what a great atmosphere you have. And, it fires our guys up, but it fires the other guys up as well. It isn't. I remember playing at J.A. Fair a couple years ago. You go up there, and there's 43 people in their stands, and ours is packed, and it's a weird atmosphere based on what we're used to. But it's a wonderful atmosphere to play, and kids love playing here. And I think the truth is both sides enjoy playing here.
All right, Coach, we'll take our last time out and come back and finish up here with head football coach Rick Jones. You're listening to Greenwood High School Football.
Vote Lee Johnson for city alderman. When asked why he is running for the city alderman position, Lee responded, quote, "My family and I have returned to Greenwood and plan to spend our days enjoying the greatest place a family could hope to live. I wish to offer my professional experience, education, and a commitment to the voters of Greenwood that together we can do better. Your vote for Lee Johnson will be appreciated on November 25th. Paid for by Friends of Lee Johnson." Forget all the hype. Buy your next vehicle at Dunn Chevrolet during the Red Tag sales event. You'll love their good old hometown style of doing business. Get a great deal on a 2008 Chevy Silverado 1500 Crew Cab, stock number 1035, complete with power windows, power door locks, tilt cruise CD player, and chrome wheels, only $21,109. At Dunn Chevrolet, they've got a bigger selection with the same friendly atmosphere. They're blue jeans and boots, not slick back hair and suits. And Randy is still there. Dunn Chevrolet in Boonville.
Only with AT&T, you can talk unlimited to 50 million other customers, and your unused anytime minutes roll over from month to month. And with AT&T Family Talk, you can share the minutes in your plan and never have to pay roaming or long-distance charges nationwide. Hurry in today to Burgess Communications, your AT&T authorized retailer, 350 West Center in Greenwood or 2700 South 0 Street in Fort Smith.
Burgess Communications, you made the right choice.
Limited time offer requires a 2-year service agreement per phone.
Eagle One Hot Shot proudly supports Bulldog football. Eagle One Hot Shot, an expedited small to medium load oil field transportation company, is fully insured and DOT compliant with drivers available around the clock in Tulsa, Fort Smith, and throughout central Arkansas's Fayetteville Shale. Registered in all 48 states, down the interstate, or across a pasture and through a creek bed, you can trust Eagle One Hot Shot to get it there now. When it's important, you shouldn't have to ask twice. Just contact Eagle One Hot Shot at 866-503-7555. Go Greenwood Bulldogs.
We're back here in the pregame coaches show with head football coach Rick Jones. Coach, banged up a little bit. Evan Davis out, banged up arm, and Travis Green a little banged up last week. We're kind of run out of running backs.
Well, it's going to be a unique situation, that's for sure. That's just part of the game. You have to load somebody up, and sometimes guys, we're able to tape it up and go out there and see what they can do, and sometimes they can't play. And somebody has to step up, fill in, and go, and that's what it's all about. We practice hard all year. And the thing that I think people understand, they might not realize it from time to time, is that all of our guys do basically the same thing, whether they're first team or fifth team. And, of course, reps in practice are distributed based on what we need. But for the most part, our backups know their roles, and they are ready to step in when it's time, and it's time for a few backups to do that tonight. There's no doubt about it. We adjust our plan a little bit. We expect we might have to throw the ball a little bit more. We really never go into a game saying, well, we're going to throw it 50 times or we're going to run it 50 times. We just try to take what they give us, and we'll probably have to throw it a little bit more than normal, but that's just part of the game. The way Batesville plays defense, we probably have to throw it a lot anyway. They're tough against the run, and it was going to be difficult to run the ball anyway. And it doesn't mean you don't try. It just means that you have to have Plan B pretty handy in your back pocket, that's for sure.
Coach, we talked about how last week the defense went to more of a nickel package, and we haven't seen it all year. And I just wanted to kind of give kudos to the coaching staff and even to the kids that will adapt to something new. I mean, I don't know how much y'all practice that, but, man, just throwing that in kind of in week 11 is pretty nice to see it work that well.
Well, I tell you, our coaches do a great job. I say it over and over and over, but we have a great staff of guys here. Each one of them pulls their weight. They know what they're doing. They understand the game, and we have bright kids. Our kids understand football as well as anybody in America, I think, and we can go out there and make adjustments and do things that a lot of teams can't do just because our kids are so focused and they are football smart. I think a lot of it goes back to the fact these guys played football since third grade. Some of them even went over to Fort Smith in first and second grade so they could put on pads and play before, get a head start on everybody else. But a good number of our kids have played a lot of football in their life, and they understand the game, and they are able to make adjustments on the fly, and that's one of the great advantages that we have here.
Coach, practice on Thanksgiving next week. Good luck tonight.
Thank you very much. We've made a habit of doing that the last 4 years, and we're going to try to do that again, and we know that it's a big challenge, and Batesville's really, really good, but that's what playoff football is all about.
All right. That's head football coach Rick Jones. Come back for kickoff. It's the Greenwood Bulldogs and the Batesville Pioneers. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
Real sports fans know that performance is what it's all about. That's why Bancorp South's Performance Checking is so popular. This new free checking account could earn you a bonus interest rate on balances up to $30,000. And all you have to do...
Life can be a real balancing act, can it? And the more things are up in the air, the more you want them under control. That's where Shelter Insurance comes in. We insure your car, home, and life. We take care of the business of life so you can concentrate on something more important, enjoying your life. Interested? Visit shelterinsurance.com. Seek shelter today.
See Phil Hicks for a free insurance review at 1740 West Center in Greenwood.
Real sports fans know that performance is what it's all about. That's why Bancorp South's performance checking is so popular. This new free checking account could earn you a bonus interest rate on balances up to $30,000. And all you have to do are the things you could do every month anyway, like using your debit card, direct deposit, email statements, and home site internet banking. Come see the Bancorp South idea of performance at the office most convenient to you, or go online at bancorpsouth.com. Performance checking at Bancorp South. It's right where you are. Bancorp South, member FDIC.
Do you have a remodeling project planned or maybe designing that new dream home? Then head to Lumber One in Van Buren. They can supply all your building materials no matter how big or how small the job. If you need that special custom-sized door or energy-efficient window, Lumber One has just what you need to put the finishing touches on your project. They also carry a full line of roofing supplies. For all your building materials, call Lumber One of Van Buren, 474-4444, 474-4444.
Looking for college scholarships? Not sure if you qualify? UA Fort Smith's online scholarship calculator will instantly tell you how much you can get. Simply enter your ACT score and high school GPA and let us do the rest. Last year, UA Fort Smith students received nearly $5 million in scholarships. Don't miss out on your money for college. Use the online freshman scholarship calculator at uafortsmith.edu today and start planning for tomorrow.
We're back at Smith Robinson Stadium. About 5 minutes till kickoff. The captains have made their way out onto the football field. Of course, if you're here in the stadium, you see Evan Davis out there dressed in his civilian clothes. Evan broke his left arm last week, so he is out for tonight. Travis Green banged up. I'm guessing he's also out for the night. We're seeing Helms, we thought was going to try to play. Kyle was going to try to go, and it was a no-go. Aaron Moody was hurt earlier in the year. He's out. And you say Riggs was out as well?
Riggs is out, Austin Riggs.
So, we're going to have to scab together a football team here tonight, but I guarantee things will work out just fine. We still got Turpin, still got Fincher, still got Harris, got Sandifer, got Voda, all the big boys, Stovall, everybody up front defensively. So that defensive front's been really carried us to these last 2 weeks of football against Alma, and then last week, big football games defensively for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Tim, a little bit more about this Batesville team. 10-1 on the year. 9 I see 5, they're second out of the 5A East. Started the year off with a win over Newport, then beat Searcy, beat Mountain Home, stepped up in class, and 6A beat Mountain Home. Beat Nettleton, beat Paragould, Forest City, beat Wynn 14-12, and we kind of saw Wynn kind of deteriorate a little bit over the last couple of years. Then they beat Blytheville 36-0, won a big win for them. Then they beat Greene County Tech 61-23. And week 10, they lost a heartbreaker to Helena West Helena, which is the number 1 ranked team in the 5A, 0-14. And they won a big game last week over Whitehall, 32-19. I think that game was close there toward the end. We should keep an eye on that one. And they were able to pull the victory out over Whitehall, 32-19.
Tyler Shook, junior quarterback, comes into tonight. He is 149 of 265. That's 56.2%. 10 interceptions, 28 touchdown passes, 2,282 yards. Of course, Sandifer saw some time early and sporadically throughout the year at quarterback. He's 17 of 41, 41.5%. 2 touchdowns, 6 picks. Let's see. Like we talked about in the pregame, there are Green, our leading rusher. He's out tonight. Sandifer and Davis also out. Sandifer's going to be doing, may see you running a little bit tonight as the Bulldogs make their way out onto the football field. Of course, you've got the two-headed monster in Turpin and Harris, up over 1,900 yards of receiving yards and combined 27 touchdowns. So, and last week Zach was shut down. Camden Fairview did a good job on Zach Turpin. Only had 1 catch for -3 yards. So we'll look to see if Zach can get things loose here tonight. Probably not as much speed in the defensive backfield as we saw last week against Camden Fairview.
Yeah, on the defensive side here, Tim, Sean Fincher leading the way with 108 total tackles on the year. Followed closely there, Kyle Helms with 49. Kyle Pippin's got 45. Trevor Scott with 59 tackles on the year. Michael Berry with 46. He also has 7.5 sacks. Kyle Helms actually had 7.5 sacks before he had his injury, but a lot of stats on that defensive side of the stat sheet as well.
So here we are. Bulldogs haven't lost in November since 2004. And we've won 13 straight playoff games. Trying to get back to Little Rock, and more importantly, trying to get to Thanksgiving practice. That's become kind of a mainstay around here for the last 4 years, and a win here tonight. Of course, we talked about it earlier in pregame. Batesville was a second-round opponent in 06. And Nettleton, we actually played in the semifinals here that year. The previous year, we went to win in that semifinal bash Coach had mentioned, but we handled Nettleton here that night and went on to that title against PA, the one for the ages down there in 06. But Batesville's seasoned team led for sure by the running back Tim Hughes. He's the all-time leading rusher in Batesville high school history, and we'll keep an eye on number 5. Tim Hughes, a senior, 5'11", 185.
Your officials tonight: Philip Montevallo, Sid Scarlett, Tony Brashel, Dick Tucker, and Gary Ramsey.
Greenwood won the coin toss and deferred. Batesville's going to receive the football. They're in road white uniforms. They've got black and orange stripes up the legs and over the shoulders. They've got a black helmet with an orange Pioneer on it. And the Bulldogs in their home navy with white numbers, navy blue helmets, navy blue G on a white background. Greenwood's going to be kicking out of the north end zone. Darrell Wheeler joining us on the sidelines tonight. We'll go down to Darrell here in a minute and check on some wind after this kickoff return for Batesville. Back deep for Batesville is the running back, number 5. I believe that's Tim Hughes out there. And Hartness has her teed up. And we're underway in week 12. And it's going to be Hughes from the 8 to the 10, right side 15 to the 20. And a good tackle. Special teams coverage was Sean Fincher. He's fired up. And the Bulldogs, the Pioneers, going to start at their own 24, first down and 10. Let's go down to Darrell Wheeler for a Hug Chevrolet sideline report.
Hey, Tim, Kevin, I don't see the wind being much of a factor right now. One thing I will notice, or I have noticed, is it looks like they're quite a bit larger than we are.
We'll try to reel off some of their size up front. They do have some hosses up there on that front line. The center's Jamie Rodriguez. He's 6'2", 282, a senior. They come out in an I formation up under center with motion coming from the left side out to the right. They give to Hughes, nothing doing. Short gain on the play, if any, maybe no gain.
Big Joseph Stahl shooting the gap there, putting the lock down.
Nick Daly is their quarterback. He's a 5'11", 180-pound senior, right-hander. Second down and 10 from the 24-yard line over on the right hash. Heading right to left on your radio dial. Greenwood, Batesville, second round action.
Looks like they're right tackle 77, 6'5", 285. They are large.
Just underway. Second and 10 for Batesville from their own 24. Hurl it quickly to the line. They go in an I formation. Tight end swaps over to the left side. They try Hughes again. Flags fly. He's across the 25, maybe to the 26. Let's see if we had somebody in motion. I think that tight end wasn't quite set when he came over to the left side. I declined this. They got out to the 27, be third down and 7. That's what it was, illegal shift. Let's see what Coach wants to do. I guess.
Line. Yep.
You betcha.
Bring him 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7.
That's what's going to happen. Schultz, Hasley, and Simmons and Scott around the defensive backfield. It's Fincher, it's Pippin, it's Voda, and up front, Damian McLean, Mr. Stovall, Stahl, and Michael Berry. So here we go on 3rd and 7. I formation from the right hash. Too tight. Pitch it to Hughes right side. He's trying to bounce out of the corner. Nothing doing. What a great tackle from Joseph Stahl out there. And it's punt time for the Pioneers. That's what you wanted right there, Kevin. 3 and out.
Yeah, defense continuing what they left off of the last couple of weeks. I think last week was their best effort, and what a way to start this game.
Turpin drops back deep for the Bulldogs. Matthew Showalter is the punter. He is a sophomore. See if we can get him some shaky hands here on the road. Turpin's back at his own 40. 4th and 7. And that's almost blocked, but a good punt away, a low line driver. It's going to get a Pioneer bounce to the Greenwood 39-yard line. Let's take a timeout. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
LPT, it's like an offensive line walking past the smell of a barbecue buffet. Yum's live prey technology sets off a feeding frenzy. Pros know you're dumb if you don't use Yum, and you surely aren't going to be number one without the one Bomber lures. Really, come on now, who doesn't use a Bomber? Can you get it? You bet you can get it. Every day at every lake and river, the sound of catching fish gets louder and louder. Anglers are saying the name loud and proud as they use it to fill their live wells. What is it? Can I get a booyah?
Here come the Bulldogs out. They're 3 wide. The snap came quickly, and Shook wasn't ready for it. Had to fall on it back at the 35. Not what you wanted to see. First play offensively for Greenwood. And so the loss going to take them back to inside the 35. So second down, and we'll call it 14 coming up for Greenwood. Hogan split out to the right side. We're over here near the right hash. Sandifer comes over with him. It's Turpin and Harris out to the left. Shotgun and Voda is going to get the start back at running back. Sandifer comes in motion. They give to him around the left end, trying to get to the corner. Cuts upfield, gets a couple of yards to the 37-yard line. Picked up 3, still going to be third down and 12.
It's like Batesville starting in a 3-4. Maybe they took a little game film from CAC a couple of weeks ago. Of course, CAC never left the 3-4, and it cost them.
3 receivers come out to the left, or the right, wide side of the field. Voda back there on Shook's right side. Turpin out by himself on the far side. Now Greenwood's going to change the play. Defensive backs moving back and forth. Now they're up on Turpin. Now they back off of Turpin and Hogan. Shook looking to throw. In trouble. Now resets, hits Sandifer's, got him out in the flat, complete the 40. Breaks the tackle, 45. Couldn't quite get to the stakes. Picked up 10 yards, going to be short fourth down.
Going to bring up a punting opportunity. Of course, possessions are precious in these ball games. It was in 06. Looks like the Bulldogs may go for it.
Sandifer's still out there in their Wildcat package, and let's see, on 1 yard to go, 4th and 1, so we'll give them 11 yards on that reception. Here we go early. Coach Jones is going to roll the die. Sandifer comes up under center, barking out signals. Sindelar's in over here with Harris, split out to the right. Voda's back there with Tony. And it's going to be a pooch kick. Knuckleball, but a good punt. Nobody back to return. Gets a good bounce. It's going to be inside the 10. Go on down there to the 7-yard line where Greenwood downs it. Let's take another timeout. 8:23, no score. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
The bank has been part of my life as long as I can remember.
Drusilla Huggard has a long history with Farmers Bank.
I used to go there when I was a little girl, and they would have stacks of money. And I thought, they've got to be the richest people in town. I don't know how we would have made it our first years of marriage if it hadn't been for the bank. It's just always been a part of Greenwood. The people at the bank are just like family. This is my bank for now and ever.
We're back at Smith Robinson Stadium. Pioneers take over on their own 7-yard line. Shotgun formation, this time for Nick Daly. Hughes is back there with him off to his left side. They've got a slot back out to the left and a low snap, and Daly's just going to try to run and get some yardage. He's got the corner. He's got the 10, that 11-yard line, so a 5-yard pickup. They're going to give him the 12. Second down and 5 for the Pioneers.
In other games, we'll try to get some scores on. Monticello's playing Magnolia. West Helena Central's playing Siloam Springs. Siloam's making a big, I think I read in the paper where it's a 600-mile trip for them tonight. And also Pulaski Academy's playing BB. We'll try to keep you updated on those scores.
Ball's over here on the left hash. Second down and 5 for Batesville. They take their time in the huddle and run to the line. The play clock's down to 9, 8, 7, 6. They're going to have to hurry. 5, 4, 3, 2. They're going to call a timeout. Let's go ahead and take one with them. 8 minutes, 18 seconds left, opening quarter. No score. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
The Greenwood Bulldogs have a winning football team, and the families at Pro Insulation are proud to be a sponsor of the Greenwood Bulldogs. They want to extend their warmest wishes for another winning season. They'll be praying for them all season long and throughout the year. So keep up the good work, play hard, and let's have another successful year. God bless the Greenwood Bulldogs. The broadcast of these games is being made possible by the generosity of the folks like the families of Pro Insulation.
Are you a contractor starting a new project? Well, look to Rentco for the industrial equipment you need to get the job done right. A full line of aerial equipment, 15-foot to 85-foot tractors, backhoes, dozers, chippers, you name it. Rentco has it. Floor sanders, generators, pressure washers, plus storage containers and job site office trailers. They have it, and if they don't have it, they can get it. Husqvarna and Steel equipment also available. Whether your next project is big or small, you need to check Rentco first. They're located at 2305 Industrial Park Road, Van Buren. Call them at 410-RENT.
Back at Smith Robinson Stadium, Batesville taking their sweet time in the timeout. They're in the huddle. Play clock ran out and had to burn the timeout. So we're 8 minutes, 18 seconds left. Opening quarter, no score. Tim Terry, Kevin Jones, Darrell Wheeler on the sideline. Up under center goes Daly. They're in an offset I formation, and the tight end motion out to the right. They're going to give it to Hughes. He cuts back and hits hard in the hole, but falls forward near first down yardage. Barry makes the stop along with Damian McClain. Let's see if they gave him the 12. He had to get out, or excuse me, the 17, just short of the 17, I think. Let's go down to Darrell Wheeler for our Hug Chevrolet sideline report.
Well, that's close. I think they're going to have to measure that one, Tim.
Well, we're going to bring out the chains here. I want to thank all of our sponsors for the broadcast this season so far. Burgess Communication. Dane Burgess, your authorized AT&T wireless dealer. 350 West Center in Greenwood, 2700 South Zero in Fort Smith.
The schools participating in tonight's football game are members of the Arkansas Activities Association as authorized by their school boards. The administrators of these schools have helped to write these rules and regulations that govern participation of students in competitive activities for the schools that they are members of the AAA.
So they gave them the chains, first down. Let's get with Hondo Sanford on that and take a link out of that baby. Or add a link, I guess. Yeah, add a link.
There. They barely got that one by the nose.
All right.
First down and 10 on the 17.
8 minutes, clock moving, opening quarter. Over here on the left hash we go. Quickly they go, and Hughes gets the call through the left side and runs into Fincher. He gets him down, a little help from, I believe that was Schultz came up, but he crossed the 20 to the 21-yard line. So it's a 4-yard pickup. It's second down and 7 for the Pioneers. They gave him the 22, so second and 5.
Yeah, there's no mystery what they're going to do. They're going to snap the ball, and they're going to run right at you. Hadn't seen them run wide yet. Not sure about the speed, but that's what they're going to do tonight, is going to line up and run right at you.
I said 40-30 was my official pregame prediction, but Cleveland prediction, but slowly getting out of the gates, both teams. Student body motion over to the left side. They're an offset I, tight end to the left with a slot back, and they give it to Hughes again. He cuts back. Barry gets a hold of him, and he drags some Greenwood defenders down across the 25 to the 26. Stovall come up off the pile with McClain. Short of the first down by a yard, 3rd and 1. Maybe one of those games.
Remnants of Bologna?
You betcha.
At least they sprint at the line. Bologna walked up there.
3rd and 1. Pioneers at their own 26-yard line in the Greenwood faithful.
What's the hard count right here?
Come to their feet. Offset I with a wide out to the right, to the left. They pitch to Hughes, and he is going to be close again. Good pursuit from the Bulldogs. Just go where 5's going.
Well, I don't know, Tim. I think he's short by 6 inches.
We might as well let the wheel get his money worth. Darrell, what do you think down there?
I think Kevin's right. It looks like he may be about 6 inches short. We're going to get another measurement.
So the chains come out again. We'll thank Hug Chevrolet, the sponsor, providing transportation for the radio crew to all road games this season for Greenwood football. Go over to Hug Chevrolet, Pontiac Buick GMC. Ask for Eric Ketty. He'll take care of you over in Charleston, Arkansas since 1937. Oh, man. My goodness. Another half inch. They got it.
3.5 yards in a cloud of dust.
They're getting 121 inches every 3 carries. Incredible. Isn't that?
No, don't ask me to do
that.
that.
I need more than that. That'd be feet. That'd be 10 feet. We need 10 yards. My goodness, I can't count that high.
Just multiply that.
361.
Very good.
All right, the first down still over here on the left hash at their own 27. Motion from the left side. Little stutter step motion. They're going to throw. Stahl's giving chase, and down he goes. Back at the 15. Joseph Stahl with a big sack. Went over his man, Justin Angel.
Batesville trying a little fake and a little bootleg out the right. Stahl was having nothing. All the way back to the 15.
22 yards, second down and 22 to go now for the Pioneers. Clock moving, 5.5 minutes. No score here from Smith Robinson, Tim Terry, Kevin Jones, Darrell Wheeler, and second round playoff action. Greenwood looking for that 5th straight semifinal run.
Do something, get these fans off the seats, man. It's kind of cool out there. They can get warmed up.
All right, so now they're 4 wide in the shotgun for Daly. They've got 3 receivers out to the near side. Now motion goes from Murphy out to the right. Daly's got it, trying to speed option, shovel pass, and running room for Murphy. He's across the 30 down to the 35, so a manageable 3rd and 2 coming up on a 20-yard gain for the Pioneers. A good play call from their offensive coordinator, Kevin Miller.
Wow. Yeah, perfect play call for that situation. Greenwood defense was there, missed a tackle, and boy, brings up 3rd and 3.
Clock still moving in a quick first quarter so far, 4:44 to go.
And we only had 1 possession. What's the deal?
Quickly to the line they come out with Twins out to the near side. They give to Hughes. He cuts back to the left, or to the right, excuse me. He's got first down yardage, still on his feet, finally drilled down at the 42-yard line. Fincher came over. Stovall and Pippen. McLean had him kind of stood up. Voda over there as well. First down for the Pioneers.
Remind everybody we'll be selecting a CC's Pizza offense and defensive players of the game. Stick around at the end of tonight's game. We'll let you know who these 2 young men are.
Just over the 42-yard line, so they've had the ball forever and they've only gone a few yards. It's kind of strange. You don't see many just straight up 10-yard gains with those chains moving, but here we go. First and 10, Batesville. From the right hash this time with 3 receivers to the right, and motion goes out to the left. Now that's got to be motion on the quarterback. Okay, here it comes. Got a receiver in motion. Quarterback went with a hard count, and then stepped out awaiting the snap. Illegal. They're going to march them back 5 to the 37-yard line. 4:03 to go.
Ball-controlled type offense. Penalties are actually huge on these top teams. Hopefully Greenwood will take advantage of that.
It's going to be a benefit chili supper tomorrow night at the United Methodist Church Family Life Center, benefiting Travis Robinson, suffering from some brain cancer right now, and Travis hopefully can pull through this. They have an auction also. Go out tomorrow night, 5 o'clock. Mayor Ken Edwards is going to be making some chili for you out there. Trips out to the left, and the same play motion went to the right. They're going to give to Hughes, who's trying to come out to the left side. Can't find a hole. Lots of blue, and Marco Voda picked up 2, we'll give him 3 yards across the 41. Good pursuit from Barry and Pippen out there. And he's to the 41, so second down and 11 coming up, a long 11 for the Pioneers. Plenty of desserts over there at the Chili Cook tomorrow night. Ladies around the area, anybody that cooks, bringing a dessert in. So second down, and we'll call it 12 from the 41. Batesville, I formation. Play action, Daly rolling out to the right. Barry's over there. They block him well now, but Daly's going to try to run. Boom! And he's hit hard, Stovall, and then Trevor Scott came up to finish him off. Maybe a yard, so 3rd and 10 coming up for the Pioneers.
Some other schools are playing off tonight. Southside's hosting Little Rock Catholic. Northside's traveling down to Russellville. Also, Boonville's playing Osceola. Big game for the Bearcats.
Yeah, over there on the road. We went over there in 97. Got a little taste of that.
Charleston's hosting Magnet Cove. Atkins is playing Mansfield, which Mansfield set a record last week by winning their first playoff game there.
There you go. 2 minutes, 40 seconds, first quarter. No score. Batesville give to Hughes, dead ahead on 3rd and long. Nothing doing. Great stop from Nick Stovall.
Wow.
Fincher on the assist. 4th down and long, and Batesville probably going to punt her away. With 2:25 left to go first quarter. Clock on the move. Turpin drops back to his 25-yard line. Matthew Showalter on to punt for the Pioneers.
11 plays and 37 yards on that drive.
Excruciating. See if the Bulldog offense can get something going on their second possession. Almost got another block. Turpin's going to fair catch this one at the 27-yard line. Let's take a timeout. You're listening to Greenwood High School Football.
Vote Dr. Lee Johnson for City Alderman. Lee has served 2 years on the City of Greenwood Parks Board. He has worked diligently with the Greenwood Boys and Girls Club and was named Citizen of the Year by the Boys and Girls Club in 2008. Dr. Johnson also serves as Medical Director for the Good Samaritan Clinic in Fort Smith, providing medical services to those in need and fulfilling administrative responsibilities as well. Your vote for Lee Johnson will be appreciated November 25th. Paid for by Friends of Lee Johnson.
Second possession for the Greenwood Bulldogs. They start at their own 27. Shook in the shotgun. Voda's back in there for the injured Travis Green. 3 receivers, 2 to the near side. Play action looking to throw. He's trying to turf it over the top, and he's got him wide open. He's complete and out of bounds at the 48-yard line. So a 21-yard pass and catch. Shook's 2 for 2 here early, and the chains move.
Yeah, I think early scouting report here, if this defense does have a weakness, it is their secondary, because I understand they're big up front. I think 3 of their kids are being looked at by D1 schools, but if they can be beat, hopefully they can be beat deep.
Well, they don't have Fairview speed, and you're going to jam Turpin all night. You're going to be in trouble here tonight.
I agree.
We're 4 wide, 2 receivers to either side. Shook from the shotgun. We're over here on the right hash at our own 48-yard line. Heading southbound. Voda moves over to Shook's right side. They're going to give it to Marco. He's hit hard in the backfield. May have got back to the line, and he does. Good defensive pursuit there for the Pioneers. No gain. So second down and 10, Greenwood at their own 48. Same formation for the Bulldogs, 2 receivers to either side. Shook from the shotgun. And a flag flies.
Motion?
I guess.
We didn't have time to set it.
That's what they're going to call. We were fixing to all look over the sidelines to change a play. So 5-yard penalty on the Bulldogs. Second down and 15 coming up. Let's go down to Darrell Wheeler for a Hug Chevrolet sideline report.
Hey, I just want to point out that Brian Lloyd is absolutely wearing his guy out there on the offensive line. And as far as defensively, Michael Berry's done an excellent job so far stringing the plays out and making them turn in. And what can you say about Stovall?
Absolutely. 4 wide, twins to either side. Shook from the shotgun, back at our own 43. Tyler to throw. Going to go up top for Sandifer. Can he get to it? And he just out of his reach. Good coverage downfield. Incomplete. Third down and 15 coming up for the Bulldogs. That was Darius Davis covering for the Pioneers. 5'8", 150, a senior. Well, now third down and 15. The line of scrimmage is our own 43-yard line. Hogan and Sandifer out to the left. Turpin Harris near side. Shotgun for Tyler Shook. Voda, sophomore back there. 3 sophomores in there right now offensively for the Bulldogs. He's on Shook's right shoulder. Shook's got the snap, looking to throw. Unload. He's got Spencer Harris wide open, complete at the 45 of Batesville to the 44-yard line, 2 yards short of a first down. So 13-yard pickup for Spencer Harris. Gassman at left tackle, Lloyd at left guard, Weston Hood. And over on the right side is Johnson and Satterfield.
Siloam Springs 7, West Helena 0.
Sandifer comes in at quarterback from a Wildcat position. Hard count, 4th and 2. Play clock's at 15, plenty of time. Greenwood's going to run this one. I don't think we're going to quick kick this baby. Fincher's at a slot back behind Gassman at left tackle. Maybe they're going to punt it now. Sandifer's get it high snap, and he pooches it. Away we go. Good punt this time. Another Greenwood bounce. Can we get to it? And we do inside the 5. Turpin fields it and downs it there at the 4-yard line. We'll keep it right here with 39 seconds left in the first quarter. No score.
Magnolia 7, Monticello 0. Siloam 7, West Helena 0.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. PA 14, BB 0. That the winner of this game plays the winner of Pulaski Academy and BB.
Greenwood will play a home game if we can win, and if we lose and PA wins, PA gets the home win game.
Right.
Batesville, the 2 seed from the east. 39 seconds from their own 4. A new quarterback in is number 6, Craig Kelly. He unloads downfield, nobody home, incomplete. Maybe he's a throwing quarterback, not sure. Craig Kelly is a right-hander, junior, 5'11", 151. Don't know if number 10's Daly's hurt or...
No, I read about that in the paper. They do have a 2-headed monster quarterback. I think they bring him in here and throw in situations.
Well, I guess Coach King thinks he's Steve Spurrier. Or?
Well, it works for Zook, or no, not Zook. Who's at Florida?
Urban Meyer?
Urban Meyer.
Well, he does that, a little bit anymore. All right, so it's going to be Craig Kelly again. I formation and an offset I.
Motion.
Hughes gets it and hit in the backfield. Who was pursuing back there? That was Barry, who came through and tripped him up. Hughes falls forward to the 7-yard line. So it's got to get to the 14. It's going to be 3rd down and 7. And that may be the last play of this quarter. Let's see if Coach wants to shorten the game. They're going to bring a play in, but I bet you that's going to be the last play of the first quarter. 10 seconds left. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. That is going to be the end of the first quarter with a score 0-0. Greenwood Bulldogs, Batesville Pioneers. You're listening to Greenwood High School Football.
Hug & Hall Equipment Company, in business since 1970. The Fort Smith location has 35 technicians to assure the fastest, most efficient service possible. Hug & Hall has the finest late model rental equipment in the industry. Names like Volvo Construction Equipment, Hitachi Excavators, Toyota and Crown Forklifts, Bobcat, Ingersoll Rand, Skytrack, Genie, and JLG Manned Lifts, and Baldor Generators. Locally owned with 8 statewide locations. Hug & Hall Equipment, 2808 McKinley Avenue, or call 648-3322. River Valley Heat and Air. They are proud to give back to the community of Greenwood through their support of Greenwood's educational and sports programs. You can trust your residential and commercial heat and air maintenance, repairs, and replacements to River Valley Heat and Air. Just ask any of their satisfied customers. Mention this ad, and they'll give 10% to the Greenwood Education Fund. Have your heater serviced now before the weather gets cold. River Valley Heat and Air. Quality service and good prices. 996-3030.
You're listening to Greenwood Bulldogs football on KZKZ, Greenwood Fort Smith.
We're back at Smith Robinson Stadium. A scoreless first quarter. I bet we can't find a stat on the last time that went down, a scoreless first quarter in a Greenwood football game.
2 possessions by both teams and 4 punts in this exciting one.
So Batesville's got it with a 3rd down and 7 at their own 7-yard line. Let's see if the Bulldog defense can clamp down here.
Have to hurry to get to our 40-30 Cleveland Lanham thing.
I'll take 2-0. So here we go from the shotgun. As Daly's back in there for Bates. 2 receivers out to the left. Hughes back there with them. They go straight speed option to the left side. Nobody home. Just trying to get some room to punt. It's Damian McLean and Voda getting on the stop. I'm not sure what that was. The ball went flying up in the air. So 4th down and another punt for the Pioneers.
I don't know if the official threw that or
I don't think he did. I think the quarterback threw it off the ground, but nonetheless.
Could have been a flag there, delay a game.
Greenwood defense doing their job. Get this offense on track. Turpin back at the Batesville 45 for the Bulldogs may get some good field position here. The punt's away. Zach's going to let it bound, and we're going to get the ball at the Batesville 47-yard line. Good field position for the Bulldogs right here. 3rd possession of the game. Go down to Darrell Wheeler for Elite Roofing sideline report.
Hey, we've got the best opportunity we've obviously had all night, and I look for us to get it going right here, guys.
So the line of scrimmage is the Batesville 47-yard line. We're 4 wide, 2 receivers to either side. Voda is back there with Shook on Shook's left side. Tyler from the shotgun. From the right hash we go. Now we're heading northbound. We swapped into the quarter. Play action. Shook's going to air it out. He's got Hogan open, and it's caught at the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, and out of bounds. And a face mask coming in late inside the 5-yard line. A 46-yard completion. They spot him at the 1. And Stephen Hogan, the sophomore.
Never broke stride. Well, I tell you, Tim Shook put that pass right in his hands and probably would have scored if the kid wouldn't have grabbed the face mask.
They actually went ahead and moved it back to the 2-yard line, so it's a 45-yard completion. Sideline warning. The wheel got in the way down there.
Yeah, you got to get out of the way down there.
Is that you, Will?
He's trying to trip this.
No, guys. Not me.
Okay, so a sideline warning. Nonetheless, 1st and goal for the Bulldogs at the Batesville 2-yard line. Shook's back there at the quarterback spot. Fincher's in at a fullback, offset over the left tackle. Voda's back there with Shook. Tyler gets it dead ahead, bounces outside. He walks in for the touchdown. 2-yard scoring run for the quarterback, Tyler Shook. And the Bulldogs on the board, 6-0 with 11:06 left to go in the second quarter.
2 plays and 47 yards.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Go down to Darrell Wheeler. That's a little scoring drive, eh?
Hey, just call me a prophet.
He said it'd be our best opportunity, didn't he?
Took advantage of it.
So McCutcheon on for the snap. Finley, your holder. Mr. Austin Hartness. on for the PAT. Kick is up. It's good. 7-0 Bulldogs. Let's take a timeout. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
If you like listening to Greenwood Bulldog football on Spirit 106.3 and own a business, why not consider advertising during the games? You'll be reaching all the great folks who listen to the Greenwood football games and be a part of the advertising family that helps make the broadcast of these games possible. You'll be investing in the youth of Greenwood and your business all at the same time. If you're interested, please call Don Wilson at 461-1487 for more information. That's 461-1487.
We're back at Smith Robinson Stadium. 11:06 to go. Second quarter, and the Bulldogs are on the board. 7-0. 2 plays, 47 yards, in about 11 seconds.
Charleston 7, Magnet Cove 0.
And the man Ryan Keaton back at the station likes to hear that. Mighty Tigers.
Monticello 8, Magnolia 7. So Monticello answered quickly.
We've got our radio mascot up here, Chuck Stanek, in the booth with us. His lovely bride. She's a Tiger, too. She's a Charlestown girl.
Fixing to partake in a donut.
She's probably got her a Hug Chevrolet vehicle. We'll say you do.
Go
hey, look here.
Ketty.
New kicker in, Derek Morgan. He's a freshman. Been pretty good with the touchbacks in that junior high, and they brought him up and the kicks away, and it's a big one, booming way back to the 2-yard line, and Hughes is going to try at the 5, the 10, the 15, to the 20. Fincher again. Whoa, and McCutcheon with another big stop at the 20-yard line. Well, that was 66. You bet you.
21-yard line.
Officially spot him at the 21. Josh McCutcheon with the stop with Fincher.
Morgan with a big leg there, so the 9th grader.
I figured we might see him. I was really anxious to see how that first kick went. Went pretty good. You never know. You might hobble one or what. I mean, I'd straight shank it.
He won't kick it in the stands like Biggin did.
1st and 10 for the Batesville. Twins out to the left. Motion comes from Murphy over to the right. They give to Hughes right side. He cuts upfield, and down he goes. Stovall with another stop. Fincher. They're going to give him the 24-yard line. He picked up 3 yards. 2nd down and 7.
Stovall's been everywhere today.
He has. Nick Stovall playing a ball game here early. Daly's in at quarterback for the Pioneers. He's a two-headed monster kind of deal. He's a senior. 10:30, clock moving, second quarter, 7-0 Bulldogs. Line of scrimmage is the 24-yard line. Batesville with the 2nd down and 7. Shotgun for Daly. Twins out to the left, the wide side of the field. They've got a slot back over here on the right. Daly's going to try to run it right side to the short side of the field. Pippin's there, fights off a block, and a good stop from Kyle Pippin, the senior.
That's the way you do that right there, Tim. He had a blocker around his face, got rid of him, made the tackle.
He got to the 29 at the pickup of 5 yards, so it's going to be 2 yards to go from 3rd down for Batesville on the right hash over here.
I think a key tonight's going to try to get Batesville in 3rd and long. They get like our chances when we get them 3rd and long.
Clock moving, 9:50, second quarter. Pretty good crowd came up for Batesville, the orange and black, kind of a Halloween look across the way. Great crowd as usual here for the Bulldogs. There we go. Going to be Hughes off tackle to the left side. He has got 1st down room. Still on his feet. Finally brought down, I believe, it's Stovall again on the stop. Sure was. Nick Stovall, another tackle, but the chains move this time for the Pioneers. Out to the 33-yard line. He picked up 4 yards, excuse me.
To the 33-yard line, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Pioneers.
I think Dr. Bob Evans, who kind of turned the air conditioner on for us here in the press box.
We can see.
Unfog us a bit.
Let's put my jacket on, but I can see.
1st and 10 Batesville at their own 33. Double slot. Quick hitter from Daly to the flat, and it's complete at the 40. Simmons is there and gets him down at the 45-yard line, but a good pickup and a 1st down for the Pioneers. 12-yard gain. To number 14, that's Price Holmes. He's 6'4", 185, a senior.
Wow, Price.
Voda and Simmons on the stop. A 1st down for the Pioneers at their own 46. 20-0 PA over BB.
That one's going to get ugly.
Twins out to the left, the wide side of the field. Up under center goes Daly. Offset eye in the backfield. Hughes dots it, and they give it to Hughes dead ahead. Ran into Sean Fincher. Pippin helped out, along with, what do you know, Nick Stovall. Stovall has swapped places with Barry. Last week Barry was on every play, and this week Stovall. Midfield stripe over here on the right hash. 2nd down and 6 for Batesville. They're trying to get across. Have they been across midfield yet?
Not yet.
They're right on the stripe right now. Twins again out to the left, the wide side. Up under center goes Daly. I formation. Play action to Hughes. Daly's going to try to throw. Unloads in the flat and has a man complete. Scott comes up for the stop, but he's got first down, I think, on progression.
Daly's pass complete to Mason Watley.
And that was Mason Watley.
Dropped by Trevor Scott.
Number 9, he's a 5'8 junior, 135.
The Arkansas Activity Association, which is sponsoring tonight's game, is a voluntary nonprofit educational association of some 500 junior and senior private high schools of Arkansas. The regulations which guide these events are adopted by the schools themselves and determine the type of program they believe to be the most desirable for high school youth.
Greenwood got a great spot out of that deal. He's about he's about 5-6 inches short.
We've had, I think that's the third in less than 4 inches.
Well, here we go. Pioneers from the left hash going to be Hughes. He has got it. Second effort got him to the 42-yard line. Change move for Batesville.
Where did they end their last drive? Do you remember?
Don't get me lying to you.
They didn't have very good field position. They started the first drive on their own 24, their own 7, their own 4, and their own 21.
Well, it was way down here short because Turpin caught the punt in their field, so it was way back there. I don't remember exactly where they got to.
Well, we know we didn't get to the 14.
Right. So 1st and 10 Batesville from the left hash at the Greenwood 42. Hughes back there, and Daly's going to throw. Goes up over the top, trying out to test out Sandifer. Hasley went way up high, but he's out of bounds. Good coverage over there from Hasley and Sandifer on the big man Price Holmes. Incomplete. 2nd and 10, Batesville. Check in with Darrell Wheeler for Burgess Communications sideline report.
Hey, Tim, Nick Stovall is probably outweighed 50 pounds across that line, and he is just whipping everyone. It's been absolutely fascinating to watch.
So 2nd and 10 for the Pioneers at the Greenwood 42. 8 minutes to go, 2nd quarter. They go with a kind of a trick play, nothing doing. Stahl didn't fall for it. He's having none of that. Adam Murphy was the ball carrier. They get him a half a yard, 3rd down and 9 coming up. Tried to do a big high pitch fake out to Hughes and then go on a counter underneath.
It's a 3rd and short 10.
Very good. Golly. Clock moving, 7:30. Joseph Stahl, another senior. These guys want some more hardware. I mean, we've got an extra couple of fingers for a state championship ring. Him and Stovall. McLean's a junior. He definitely got more room for a ring. Also, Michael Berry, Pippin, Venture. Daly to throw on play action, looking to throw. Unloads. McLean had a shot at him and nobody home. Way overthrows Tim Hughes coming out of the backfield. So 4th down and 9. Let's see what Coach King wants to do here. 7:12 to go. Greenwood up 7-0.
Punt time.
Here comes the punt squad for Batesville.
They did get the ball into Greenwood territory down to the Greenwood 41.
Punt team is on. Turpin's back at his 13. And it's Matthew Showalter, the sophomore. No pressure this time. This is a short punt. High. Get out of the way, Bulldogs. And they do. They scramble. What a bounce it got for Batesville. It hit at the 25 and bounded forward down to the 6-yard line. You've got to be kidding me. Let's take a timeout. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
There are plenty of ways to get from point A to point B. And Shelter Insurance has covered plenty of miles in cars and drivers since 1946 with a combination of competitive rates, helpful agents, and speedy claim service. Truth is, we like knowing we have you covered, so you can just sit back and enjoy the ride. Shelter Insurance. Seek shelter today at shelterinsurance.com.
See Phil Hicks for a free insurance review at 1740 West Center in Greenwood.
To throw from his own 6, almost intercepted, looking for Hogan, tried to thread the needle, and that was probably an ill-advised pass, but it's incomplete. 2nd 10, Greenwood from their own 6-yard line. Woo.
West Hill in the central 6, Siloam 7, and a tight one.
So here we go, quickly to the line. 3 receivers out to the right, Shook in the shotgun. Turpin's over here uncovered. Now they finally bring triple coverage over on him. Shook moves up under center, looking to the sidelines. Maybe going to change this play. He's got the snap from his own end zone, looking to throw, and he's got the hammer. Spencer Harris caught at the 25 to the 27-yard line. 21-yard completion, Harris' second catch of the night. And a first down for the Bulldogs.
Again, he's out just over the 25-yard line. First and 10 for the Bulldogs.
6:48, clock on the move.
Greenwood's third first down tonight.
Same set, twins to either side. Shook, hard count, goes to the sidelines looking for a play. Voda's in there at running back. Turpin, Sandiford near side, wide side over here on the left. Harris, Hogan way out over on the right, and a flag flies, delay a game. I'm not sure if the play clock got reset. That was a quick 25. So a 5-yard penalty, first and 15. Don't see many delay games for the Bulldogs.
They were at the line quick.
So a first and 15, move the ball back to the 21.
Very unusual.
So we want to thank our fan club for tuning in out here, out in Radio World, listening in. Ryan Fielding calls back at the station. Some of our biggest fans calling in.
I could give you a short list of who that might have been.
Motion from Turpin, moving across the middle. Shook, looking downfield, now unloads across the middle, tried for Turpin, incomplete. Hogan was open a little bit downfield, but just waiting for Turpin to clear those linebackers. Second down and 15, back at the 21.
Second and 15.
Tim Terry, Kevin Jones, Darrell Wheeler. We're at Smith Robinson Stadium in beautiful downtown Greenwood, Arkansas. 3-time defending champions looking to march on to the semifinals. Twins to either side on a 2nd and 10 Greenwood from the right hash, heading to the north end zone. Shook's got it. Delayed draw to Voda. Hitting the backfield, nothing doing. Great pursuit from number 55, Josh Van Winkle. There he is. I mean, he wasn't asleep. I thought maybe in pregame he might be asleep like his Uncle Rip. But Josh was alive and kicking there, and some loss on the play back to the 20-yard line. So -1 on the carry for Voda.
Tyler Shook, 4 of 7 for 98.
6:05, clock moving. 2 receivers to either side. 4 wide for the Bulldogs. Turpin, Sandiford over here on the near side. Hogan, Harris, far side. Shook waits for the snap. He's got it. Straight drop, looking to throw. Over the top he goes for Sandiford. It's caught, but he's out of bounds at the 34. Needs 2 more yards. 14-yard pass and catch. Sandiford's second catch of the night. He's got 25 yards.
And here comes the punt team.
34-yard line.
6 of 9 what I have Shook right now. It's up over 100 yards. I may be off.
I've got him 8. 3 incompletes.
Yep.
Missed one.
So we're punt time. Sandiford's on the squib kick look. Giving Turpin a breather. A knuckler and a good kick from Tony. Fielded back to the 30. Stumbled. Thought his knee was down. They said he was. Okay, so good punt. A little blunder from the return man, but the line of scrimmage would be the 31-yard line. Let's take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
Eagle One Hot Shot proudly supports Bulldog football. Eagle One Hot Shot, an expedited small to medium load oil field transportation company, is fully insured and DOT compliant with drivers available around the clock in Tulsa, Fort Smith, and throughout central Arkansas's Fayetteville Shale. Registered in all 48 states, down the interstate, or across a pasture and through a creek bed, you can trust Eagle One Hot Shot to get it there now. When it's important, you shouldn't have to ask twice. Just contact Eagle One Hot Shot at 866-503-7555. Go Greenwood Bulldogs.
First down for Batesville at their own 31. Man in motion went from the right way out to the left. Daly's going to try to throw. Rolling left across his body and almost intercepted. Schultz got a good break on the football and incomplete. Looking for that man that went in motion. And it was number 11, Matthew Showalter. He's a sophomore.
You find it interesting there that Batesville throws on first down. We see this almost every week. These good running teams, and they try to throw the ball around, and it's 2nd and 10.
We've seen it about every year in the past postseason, dating back to even to the 05 season. Wynn went to try to throw on us, and we intercepted, took it back to the house. There was State. You got the leading rusher in the school's history back there. And of course, we've got some defensive boys saying something about that. Batesville thinking about it themselves. They're going to use another timeout with 5:37 to go in the second quarter. It's 7-0 Greenwood. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
Do you have a remodeling project planned or maybe designing that new dream home? Then head to Lumber One in Van Buren. They can supply all your building materials no matter how big or how small the job. If you need that special custom-sized door or energy-efficient window, Lumber One has just what you need to put the finishing touches on your project. They also carry a full line of roofing supplies. For all your building materials, call Lumber One of Van Buren, 474-4444, 474-4444.
We're back at Smith Robinson Stadium. 5:37 to go, second quarter, second round action. Winner advances to the semifinals. Bulldogs looking to have a little practice here at home on Thanksgiving. They lead the Batesville Pioneers 7-0. Let's check in with Darrell Wheeler down on the sideline.
Hey, Tim, looks like a strategy change to me. Looks like they're trying to air it out a little more, getting away from what's worked for them all year long.
Well, that's what the Wheel was talking about there at the quarter break, hoping they kept throwing it because they haven't completed hardly anything. Haven't been near completing much. Second and 10 Batesville from their own 31. Now they go play action. Daly to throw out in the flat. It is incomplete, tipped up in the air, looking for Price Holmes. Third and 10. I don't know, man.
I don't understand it. Dangerous pass there on the slant behind him.
I mean, I'll give you the credit that our defensive backfield has been burnt some this year. I mean, we've given up some third and 30s and stuff like that, but
yeah, but our defensive line, maybe our defensive line's forced them to change. They played great quarter and a half here.
Pretty nice. You can see a team. You can see our boys shut down their all-time leading rusher. I don't know exactly what his yardage is, but it can't be much. Shotgun formation for Daly. Three receivers to the left. He's going to roll that way. Stahl goes straight ahead for him, and Stahl's going to bring him down. The ball went loose. They're going to call it incomplete. Was there a receiver anywhere?
Incomplete.
He pitched it forward to nobody, and we'll take it fourth down. Let him punt. Joseph Stahl came flying through unblocked, and once again he wore out his man Justin Angel. And it's punt time for the Pioneers. Beautiful, beautiful defense tonight for this Bulldog 11.
Well, you knew it was going to be a strength of this year's Bulldog team, but they've really gotten better every week, and they're maybe playing better than they did last week.
Low snap. And they got this one. It's blocked. Pippin's going to get out of the way, and it gets another bounce for Batesville. The Bulldogs are going to get good field position at the Pioneer 49-yard line.
Only Sanford gets a hand on it.
With 5:14 to play, 5:15 to play in the first half. We'll leave it right here. What do you think, Will? About time we got one of them.
Exactly. I know the coaches were upset the first one we missed, and then there was another one just a few minutes ago, and finally we got to it.
Well, if we can keep them punting all night, we're going to have to eventually get to one. You know, that's strange. Last year we blocked the punt for a touchdown. I wonder what's the deal there.
Their fifth punt.
Maybe their special teams coach needs a little talking to. First and 10 Greenwood at the Pioneer 49. Shook wants it. Nope, going out the flat. Sandifer's got it. What a catch. Both feet in at the 46. He only got 3 yards, but a good catch. And man, he had Turpin down the field. But we'll give 3 to Tony Sandifer.
We'll go back to that one here in a minute.
BB on the board at PA 20-7.
Hey.
Twin receivers to either side. Shook from the shotgun. Play action, rolling left, looking to throw. There he goes with the hammer, just short-armed it. My goodness, is Turpin running free downfield. Oh, my. And that's one Shook loves to throw. I thought for sure he's going to get him that time. So incomplete.
Hey, Tyler.
Third down and 6.
28.
I tell you what.
It wasn't anybody around him.
I'll run it again.
Now flip him over there on the other side and do the same thing.
Ball over here on the left hash from the Pioneer 46. We got twins to either side. Shook's got it. I don't know if Spencer, no, he wasn't. Spencer never got set over there. Or Turpin didn't. Turpin completes it for a first down, but this one's coming back. Just snapped it too quick. 5:01 to play in the first half. Stick around. The wheel's going to get with Coach Rick Jones here at halftime. Get his thoughts on this 7-0 slugfest. It's going to bring up a third down and 12 for the Bulldogs. This penalty is going to move them back to their own 48.5, roughly.
Well, I know last week Coach Jones liked the officials for they didn't throw anything, which he allows that. And tonight on pace, that's only the second penalty. They did throw one on Batesville. We declined it. So 3 penalty flags here, almost halftime. I'd kind of like to see the officials keep them in the pocket here in these big playoff games.
That's right.
Let the kids play.
Both teams well coached, well-disciplined football squad. Batesville, good tradition over there. So here we go. The ball's just at the 49 of Greenwood, so it's third down and 12. 4 wide, 2 receivers to either side. Shook's got it in the shotgun with Voda back there. Tyler's going to throw. Good blocking. He's got Hogan wide open, first down to 30. Trying to break a tackle and wrestle down, but they're going to give him the 29-yard line. 22-yard pass and catch and the sophomore Hogan starting to come of age here in the last half of the season. I mean, ever since, probably the CAC game.
Yeah, he's a big target. He's a big 10th grader there, and he's easy to pick up. And I like it when if he catches it, look out.
We go to the right hash. Play action to Voda. Shook to throw again. Looks across back. He's got the hammer complete at the 15. To the 10. Stiff arm at the 5. And a touchdown! Spencer Harris from 29 yards out. And what a stiff arm down inside the 5.
Wow. Well, I tell you, Spencer doing a great job here. A little misdirection, then the stiff arm to get him into the end zone, but he was not going to be denied on that one.
The Shook's been looking for that crossing route all night and finally connected that time with Harris. 4:33 to go, and the Bulldogs are up 13-0. McCutcheon on to snap. Finley to hold. Austin Hartness for the PAT. Good snap, good hold, and it kicks up. Perfect. 14-0 Greenwood. Let's take a timeout. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
Are you a contractor starting a new project? Well, look to Redco for the industrial equipment you need to get the job done right. A full line of aerial equipment, 15-foot to 85-foot tractors, backhoes, dozers, chippers, you name it. Redco has it. Floor sanders, generators, pressure washers, plus storage containers and job site office trailers. They have it, and if they don't have it, they can get it. Husqvarna and Steel equipment also available. Whether your next project is big or small, you need to check Redco first. They're located at 2305 Industrial Park Road, Van Buren. Call them at 410-RENT.
Back at Smith Robinson Stadium, let's check in with Darrell Wheeler and a Hug Chevrolet sideline report.
Hey guys, that was awesome. I mean, as soon as Spencer Harris catches the ball in open field, you know he's going to beat that man one-on-one. Exactly what we expected.
That's a good point too. Will makes there. Spencer has taken on all comers out there in the open field this season, a la Nathan Staten back in his day. But man, you get the hammer out there man to man, you better look out.
Yeah, he's got great acceleration, and he's very strong to be as thin as he is, but he's hard to tackle. Them old, long, lanky receivers are very hard to tackle. West Helena 6, Siloam 7 still. Monticello 14, Magnolia 13. PA 28-7 over BB.
Tim Hughes and Darius Davis back deep. Hartness looking to do his best sky kick impersonation here. It's going to go over to Davis at the 15. On the left side, 20. 25, Sanford. Oh, my goodness. Sanford turned him in, and Sean Fincher leveled him. Goodness gracious.
Was that a deep leader?
Man, that is a shot right there.
Ouch. Charleston up big on Magnet Cove, 35 snap.
Goodness gracious.
The clock will be running in third quarter.
35 snap.
Quick and deadly.
Line of scrimmage will be the 32-yard line. My goodness, what a hit from Fincher out there. Pioneers come out 4 wide. They've got Hughes over here to slot back. Unbelievable. Running Fairchild at fullback, and the quarterback is going to be Daly. He's going to try quarterback draw dead ahead. Getting to the 35, 3 yards, 2nd and 7. Pippin's out there.
We saw this last year, Tim, with DeAnthony Curtis. They ran him that first series, looked really good. And then we stopped him once, and they split him out of receiver and never did really capitalize on his running ability.
So it's a 2nd and 7. Pioneers at their own 35. Over on the left hash, heading to the southbound, left to right. Hughes now back in the deep I spot. They give him the ball, tries to break a tackle. Michael Berry came around from the backside, and a 2-yard pickup.
85 has been all over. I love it. That was my number. I love to see 85.
Sweet. Gotcha.
He's played, this is 3, 4, 5 weeks in a row. Michael Berry, Stovall, that front line, McLean, Fincher, Pippin, Voda.
1-yard gain, 3rd and 6 at the 36. Twins to the near side. Here comes motion from the left over here to the right. They're going to try Hughes, see if they can get the corner. He's got to the corner, but Marco Voda came over and slowed him up, and Trevor Scott, the officials say he stepped out of bounds.
At the 40.
Voda tapped him out of bounds. Scott came over.
2 yards short. Punt time.
And we'll see what Coach King wants to do. 14-0, 3 minutes, clock moving. If he stepped out of bounds, it shouldn't be moving.
I saw the official.
You know what? I think his knee went down.
Oh, maybe. Okay.
Over here.
Yeah, they're going to punt. It's not Coach Kelly at PA over there.
No.
I heard he went for it on 4th and 10 on his own 10 against West Helena, first game of the season. Didn't make it.
Turpin back to receive this punt at his own 35. Showalter to kick. He's got it. It's a high sidewinder. Turpin's going to fair catch it at the 33. Let's take a timeout. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
Elite Roofing is a locally owned roofing contractor that is a proud sponsor of the Greenwood Bulldogs. If you're building a new home or need a new roof on your existing home, Elite Roofing is the one to call. Elite Roofing is known for their dependability and reliability. Just ask any of their satisfied customers. They're licensed and bonded. References available upon request. If you need a roof, call your local roofing contractor. Elite Roofing, 478-8668. That's 478-8668.
2 minutes, 35 seconds left in the first half. Bulldogs up 14-0. They've got it first down at their own 33. Shook play action rolling out. Sandifer's complete wide open at the 47. Break the tackle down to the 50-yard line. A 17-yard pass and catch. Shook to Sandifer. Shook has looked fantastic tonight.
Doing a good job there rolling out to his right, waiting for Tony to break across the middle lane.
I've got him 10 of 14 now, well up over 100 yards. First and 10 at the 50-yard line over on the right hash. We're 4 wide. 2 receivers to either side. Voda's back there with Tyler. They're going to give it to Marco dead ahead. He breaks through. Can't keep his footing. Falls down to the Batesville 48-yard line. We'll give him 2 yards. Check that 47. We'll give him 3 yards. Second and 7. Clock moving. 2:06. First half. Stick around. We're going to get with Coach Jones. Will be down there with him here at halftime. 4 receivers again. Hogan Sandifer near side. Harris Turpin out to the right, the short side of the field. Shook looks for this play with 10 on the play clock. Marks out line blocking assignments, and now he's back looking to throw. Going to try, nobody home. I don't know if Hogan was supposed to juke and he jived, or if Shook was supposed to go and he didn't. So incomplete, third down and 7.
We'd like to see Greenwood get this first down, keep this ball. Monticello 21, Magnolia 13. Scores are coming in fast and furious.
Line of scrimmage is the Pioneer 47. We're still over on the right hash. 4 wide. Shook looking to throw. Rolling right. Unloads his block, knocked down at the line of scrimmage. That's their big man, number 14. That's Price Home, 6'4", 185, and another incomplete.
Punt them deep. Time. Yeah, punt them deep here and finish this half. Minute 33 left.
And the one thing about a defense playing like they are, and Will, you can probably contend with this, is you don't mind punting to them. Our defense is doing a great job keeping them in check.
I know it's been 27 years since Kevin and I played out here together, but it looks like a much different game. It's much faster, and it looks painful.
It was pretty painful back when I played.
It wasn't for me. I never got hit. We didn't throw back in my day. I just went out there about 5 yards, tried to block, and went back to the huddle.
Chicken wing.
That's right. Oh, my. Turpin got this one. High spiral, fair catch signaled.
Ooh, what
fair caught at the 13-yard line by number 2, Dustin Stricker. Let's take a 30-second timeout, and you're listening to Greenwood High School football.
Forget all the hype. Buy your next vehicle at Dunn Chevrolet during the Red Tag Sales event. You'll love their good old hometown style of doing business. Get a great deal on this 2008 Chevy Silverado 1500 regular cab stock number 1020, complete with power windows, power door locks, tilt, cruise, CD player, and chrome wheels for only $14,411. At Dunn Chevrolet, they've got a bigger selection with the same friendly atmosphere. Their blue jeans and boots, not slick-back hair and suits, and Randy is still there. Dunn Chevrolet in Booneville.
We're back at Smith Robinson Stadium, second-round playoff action. The 3-time defending state champion Bulldogs trying to advance to semifinal action. They're leading the Pioneers of Batesville 14-0. We've got a minute 26 left in the first half. Batesville's got it first and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Bulldog defense has been awesome tonight. Batesville's punted 6 times already. I formation. Tim Hughes back there dotting the I. They try Hughes up the middle. No flags fly. Finally. Whistles blew, then a flag came out later on. And Batesville out of sorts a little bit here. Motion. You know, we talk about this, how the guys from the East come over and they're not used to getting the score fast. You know, they like to grind it out, and you get behind 2 touchdowns, man, it's tough when you come over here to this side of the state. Long road trip, you get out of your game, you
get behind, you start trying to do stuff you can't normally do.
Well, this was a final, wasn't it, last week, or against West Helena a couple weeks ago, wasn't it? So, it's A little different atmosphere over here. Well, these guys should know. They came over here a couple years ago and kind of went toe-to-toe with us. Nonetheless, it's
combined for 100.
Craig Kelly in at quarterback. Pump fake, looking to throw. He has a lot of time now, unloads downfield, and what a catch from the big man, number 14. That is Price Holmes, hooking up deep at the Bulldog 46-yard line.
What a pass.
Wow. Well, you got to credit their offensive line for giving him all day to throw. Our guys have been good getting in there. Mercy sakes.
Time becoming a factor here with 1:13.
40-yard pass and catch. Three receivers out here to the right, the wide side. They're going to try Hughes now. He cuts upfield, and down he goes. Nick Stovall just give him a little forearm shiver and put him down, but he got about 6 yards. We'll call it 4th and 4 at the Bulldogs 39.
Well, if he ever gets an open field, it's going to the house. This kid can run.
50 seconds left. Batesville with one timeout. Over here on the right hash, the Greenwood, just inside the Greenwood 40. 3 wide out to the left this time. Shotgun for Kelly. He fumbles it. Stahl gets on him. Back to the 42. That clock's going to keep running. And they're going to have to burn their last timeout. With 26 seconds left in the first half, 25-24. Greenwood leads 14-0. Let's take a timeout. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
My relationship with Farmers Bank goes back a long ways. I've known the people at Farmers Bank for years. It's just been a bank that's been close to my family as long as I can remember.
Jim Cox, educator and former coach, believes that Farmers Bank is more than just a bank.
But the thing that impresses me most is the way they help the community. Whether it's Little League, the Boys and Girls Clubs, the schools, Farmers Bank has always been there. I would say that Farmers Bank is a fantastic corporate citizen.
The Greenwood Bulldogs have a winning football team, and the families at Pro Insulation are proud to be a sponsor of the Greenwood Bulldogs. They want to extend their warmest wishes for another winning season. They'll be praying for them all season long and throughout the year. So keep up the good work, play hard, and let's have another successful year. God bless the Greenwood Bulldogs. The broadcast of these games is being made possible by the generosity of the folks like the families of Pro Insulation.
28 seconds left in the first half. The Greenwood Bulldogs leading 14-0. Batesville's got a third down and it says 4, but it's more like third down and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Big play.
No timeouts. Batesville's got to look to the sidelines or the end zone, really. I guess the clock will stop if they can get a first down. I formation, Hughes, and motion comes from the right to the left. An offset I, rather. The fullback's over the left guard. Play action, Kelly rolling out left. Unloads, and it is incomplete. Sandifer was fixing to drill him nonetheless. But the ball went incomplete to the motion man. That was Colton McSpadden. And it's 4th down and 7 at the 42-yard line. What do you do here?
Throw it deep in the end zone. 23 seconds. I guess they still could get a first down, step out of bounds. Look for a sideline pass. Or you go for the touchdown over the middle deep.
Hadley's back there. I thought you might see that prevent little look come in that we'd seen, but, you know, that Hughes kid probably can break it deep. And there's a flag fly. They left it. Yep, had 12 men in the huddle. That's going to cost them another 5.
Not what they wanted.
Yeah, they had 12 in the huddle. One of them went to the sidelines, and that is definitely a penalty. Daryl's going to get with Coach Jones here at halftime. Will, let's, what do you think? Been pretty fun so far, eh?
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say 14-0 halftime. I don't know what kind of kicking game they've got, how many yards they need. I don't know what they've got as far as the kicker goes this year.
That's a good point.
Yeah, they'd have to get it down here probably to 25 even.
Yeah, they're going to need about 20, 30, 25 yards for sure from here to probably get in field goal range. Then a quick spike, Boomville Bearcat style. 3 receivers go out to the left. Ball over here near the right hash. Shotgun for Kelly. He's looking left. He's going to unload down the middle. It is almost intercepted. The receiver never even turned around. Greenwood's going to get this football. Pretty decent field position here at the 47-yard line. What's the coach going to do? Going up 14-0?
I'd throw it 28 deep on the sideline.
I promise you, man. There ain't no sense in wasting a play here. I mean, the odds of them returning an interception are not even close to the odds of us scoring right here. I mean, it's about I bet you it's 10-1 we score right here. So I'd throw it. We'll see what Coach Jones wants to do here. Line of scrimmage is our own 47. Hogan, Harris out to the right, Sanford, Turpin near side. Shook's going to unload. Now flags fly. Not sure what we got going here.
Coach Jones not happy. Motion.
And both teams a little jittery.
Well, they're cold.
We get our 2 seconds back.
Please reset the clock.
Yeah.
18.
So the ball moves back to the 42.
Probably need to get it to the 25 there to give a 42-yarder attempt.
Greenwood's got all their timeouts. We're 4 wide. Shook's got it. Looking to throw. Flag flies.
Motion. A little movement on that right side of the line.
We're going to get our 6 seconds back. Clock's down to 12.
I'll take a knee now.
Yep, that's what it is. Coach's signal victory formation. He's not happy. And neither is Cody Johnson.
I got Tyler Shook 9 of 15 for 183. Very productive first half.
We're going to go to victory formation and call this a halftime. Coach is not happy. So Greenwood's going to lead 14-0 here at half.
And we get the ball.
You're absolutely correct.
They're going to kick to us, or they may have an onside kick for them on their, up their sleeve.
Shook gets up in the victory formation. The Bulldogs take a knee.
Another flag?
No. That's going to be half. Greenwood leading 14-0. You got to like that. Oh, let's go down to a vibrant Coach Jones down there with Darrell Wheeler.
That coach looks like same old defense, special teams stepping up big tonight.
Well, they really are. Our defense playing great. They're having a hard time moving the ball on us. Offense, we're getting to play here too, and we need to just make sure we protect football and keep attacking those guys.
One quick question: you think that was our strategy this week to come out throwing more, or did we mess that up for them a little bit as far as our game plan?
Well, we're doing what we can do with the personnel we have available.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, there you have it. Coach Jones, got to be pleased. 14-0. Would have liked to have seen that last drive turn out a little better. I mean, we were just 53 yards from pay dirt with 18 seconds, and that's an eternity for us in some situations. But nonetheless, a couple motion penalties, and we go to a victory formation. We'll take a lead at half, 14-0 over the Batesville Pioneers. We'll take a timeout and come back with some halftime entertainment. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
There's never been a better time to meet with your Shelter Insurance agent. That's because Shelter continues to offer very competitive rates on its homeowners' policies. Plus, Shelter's coverage includes a big benefit you can't get anywhere else: the personal service you get with Shelter agents. Seek Shelter today at shelterinsurance.com.
See Phil Hicks for a free insurance review at 1740 West Center in Greenwood.
Eagle One Hot Shot proudly supports Bulldog football. Eagle One Hot Shot, an expedited small to medium load oil field transportation company, is fully insured and DOT compliant with drivers available around the clock in Tulsa, Fort Smith, and throughout central Arkansas's Fayetteville Shale. Registered in all 48 states, down the interstate, or across a pasture and through a creek bed, you can trust Eagle One Hot Shot to get it there now. When it's important, you shouldn't have to ask twice. Just contact Eagle One Hot Shot at 866-503-7555. Go Greenwood Bulldogs.
Do you have a remodeling project planned or maybe designing that new dream home? Then head to Lumber One in Van Buren. They can supply all your building materials no matter how big or how small the job. If you need that special custom-sized door or energy-efficient window, Lumber One has just what you need to put the finishing touches on your project. They also carry a full line of roofing supplies. For all your building materials, call Lumber One of Van Buren, 474-4444, 474-4444.
Finding access to a bank with the personal service Shelter Insurance agents are famous for is easy, once you know where to look. It's right under the Shelter Insurance sign. Ask your agent to fill you in on Shelter Bank's high-rate CDs and money markets, plus its competitive rates for home and car loans. Or check out our rates online at shelterbank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
See Phil Hicks for a free insurance review at 1740 West Center in Greenwood.
I do a lot of business with Farmers Bank. I have a checking account. I have recently opened a 529 college account for my children. Farmers Bank helped me finance my first home when I moved here 4 years ago.
Dr. Gary Griffin has made an investment in Farmers Bank and Greenwood.
Farmers Bank is a hometown bank. You have the advantage of it being a large bank with a hometown feel. The owners live here in town, have a vested interest in Greenwood, as I have an interest here. It's a great community. The bank makes me feel important.
Vote Dr. Lee Johnson for City Alderman. Lee has been employed by Sparks Hospital Emergency Department during the last 10 years and has served as director of the Sparks Hospital Emergency Department for the last 5 years. According to the Arkansas Hospital Association, the Sparks Emergency Department is rated #1 in number of patients seen in the state of Arkansas. Dr. Johnson's responsibilities include management of the medical staff for Sparks. Your vote for Lee Johnson will be appreciated on November 25th, paid for by Friends of Lee Johnson.
Real sports fans know that performance is what it's all about. That's why Bancorp South's Performance Checking is so popular. This new free checking account could earn you a bonus interest rate on balances up to $30,000. And all you have to do are the things you could do every month anyway, like using your debit card, direct deposit, email statements, and home site internet banking. Come see the Bancorp South idea of performance at the office most convenient to you, or go online at bancorpsouth.com. Performance checking at Bancorp South. It's right where you are. Bancorp South, member FDIC.
We're back at Smith Robinson Stadium, 14-0. The Greenwood Bulldogs lead at halftime over the Batesville Pioneers. And we've got a special guest coming in at halftime. And he is famous. This guy's as famous as they get. And we thought we were famous.
You want to do it?
Huh? You can't. You talk.
All right.
This is Mr. Darren Drennan.
Yeah, Darren Drennan. A lot of y'all know Darren from the TV show, the Bulldog TV show that airs on Tuesday nights at 9 o'clock on Cox Channel 30. And Darren, a little quick notice here. We had to grab a halftime.
No problem.
Kill some time here. But you've been doing this for how long now?
This is actually my 4th year. And, in fact, I take credit because the first year Coach Jones was here, of course, went to the state championship. I believe we lost a win, right?
Right.
I show up the next year. Been doing it for 3 years. It's my 4th. We won the state championship every year I've been here.
So you've got this job forever now.
Well, that's what I'm telling them.
Well, you do a fantastic job. I know
thanks, Kevin.
Put in a lot of hours here doing the show. Plus, after the game, you do the interviews and all the stuff with the kids, involve them, and that's a great thing.
It is. The students here are so great. It's just unbelievable what a fine program this is. And, of course, when I first started the show, we lived in Fort Smith.
Right.
We moved 2 years ago down here, live here in Greenwood, got our boys here in Greenwood, and they're loving every minute of it.
There's 4?
I quit counting.
Can you name them?
You betcha I can name them. We got our oldest, Dax, and there's Dane, Deacon, and Dace. They're all D's.
And actually, my daughter's keeping some of them tonight.
They sure are.
So good luck to Taylor there. But she's looking forward to that. She loves that little one. So I'm sure they're huddled up to some popcorn, maybe a movie out there right now.
They are. I got to tell you, it is freezing out there tonight.
Well, yeah. But you're dressed for it, so anyway, how did you get involved in this? I know you were doing some TV stuff with Channel 5 years ago.
Yes, of course, I used to be the morning meteorologist at Channel 5, and got a little bit of TV experience there. Actually, was in television for about 12 years total, and then stepped away from it for a little while until Bob Beams gave me a call and said, hey, we got an opportunity here in Greenwood, and I love sports, love football, and wouldn't pass up on an opportunity to be with a great program like Greenwood.
So have y'all got something cooked up tonight, or is it, every week it's throw a little extra little thing in there? You got anything special planned tonight?
Well, actually, I'm hoping that they've got the heat on in the GMAC. We're going to tape inside again like we did last week. A lot of times we'll do it on the field afterwards, but our student of the week this week, you're not going to want to miss him. He's a special guy. We did start a new feature this year with the student of the week, and we interview a student each week and ask him about school. This week's student, you're not going to want to miss. I'm not going to tell you who it is, but he's a special young man, and we were so happy to have him on tonight. He is a thrill to watch every week, and that's all I'll tell you.
Now, you have some folks help you. Who are those folks?
Well, the main guy, he's the what I like to call the Mr. TV himself, and his name is Troy Jarrell, and he actually works for Channel 5, He's in their creative services department, but he's a videographer, the editor. Basically, he produces, edits, everything, directs. He is the man. So the show looks great because of a young man named Troy Gerald.
Got to have those producers, right?
You bet. And Coach Jones makes it easy. Got to tell you that.
He's pretty easy.
All I got to say is 2-3 words and just let him talk.
Well, it's kind of hard to get him going, but once you do, he does roll in there. He's a great interview. I'm sure we've interviewed him at halftime here or at the end of the ball games. But again, you do a good job on that. I know a lot of people watch that. I don't hear a lot of people at work ask me, "Hey, I watched that show last night." It's by far the best show, in the area.
Absolutely.
You're a huge part of that, and we appreciate you doing what you do.
Well, I appreciate that. Of course, I know we had you guys, Tim's back here begging to be on again.
Yeah, and that was the worst viewing audiences ever, I think.
And actually, that is a great idea. What are you guys doing after the show?
That was the worst ratings I had that year.
We didn't get these guys on there. You know they were on? Yeah, actually, Troy Gerald just walked in. He must have heard me call his name. I was getting some props here. So.
Well, you're trying for a raise on this.
Well, actually, one thing that I do enjoy that we got to do last year with Tim is the Bulldog Banquet. And Tim and I were able to MC that last year. Special guest last year was none other than Lucas Miller playing for the Hogs. This year, I believe we're going to do it again and have a lot of fun doing it. I believe it's the 17th of December, right? January. Sorry, January. Saturday night, January 17th, Bulldog Banquet.
Look forward to going to that each year. It's always a big production, a recap of the year, and you and Tim up there yucking it up. I enjoyed those. Those are fun.
Well, as you well know, Kevin, all you got to do is say 2 words to Tim and let him take over. He'll talk the rest of the time. So
I think this is my 6th year? Yeah, 6th year, and I've loved every minute of it. And I've known Tim all my life. I've known his family, and I know him probably a little better than you do. You can't tell me that. But no, it's a lot of fun. Tim is really good at what he does, and I'm just along for the ride. I provide the. I'm not sure what I provide. I don't drive anymore. I'm the older one of the bunch, so I don't drive. Tim does all the driving.
Well, I didn't realize how cush you guys had in here. You got the heat on. It's not my toes. The feeling's starting to come back in my toes. You guys have a cush job in here. You got glass surrounding us.
It was a little cool in here, and we had 487 flies earlier. Tim and I killed 458 of them, so there's still a few more
left. Well, I'll try to get a few on my way out.
Well, again, folks, that's Darren Drennan, the host of the Bulldog TV. You can watch it every Tuesday night at 9 o'clock, Cox Channel 30. And, Darren, thank you for joining us.
Hey, you're welcome, Kevin, anytime.
And your score at halftime, Greenwood 14, Batesville 0. We'll return after we pay some bills. You're listening to Greenwood High School Football.
The Greenwood Bulldogs have a winning football team, and the families at Pro Insulation are proud to be a sponsor of the Greenwood Bulldogs. They want to extend their warmest wishes for another winning season. They'll be praying for them all season long and throughout the year. So keep up the good work, play hard, and let's have another successful year. God bless the Greenwood Bulldogs. The broadcast of these games is being made possible by the generosity of the folks like the families of Pro Insulation.
Forget all the hype. Buy your next vehicle at Dunn Chevrolet during the Red Tag Sales Event. You'll love their good old hometown style of doing business. Get a great deal on this 2008 Chevy Malibu. Stock number 2001. Complete with power seats, remote start adjustable pedals, and chrome wheels, only $20,421. At Dunn Chevrolet, they've got a bigger selection with the same friendly atmosphere. Their blue jeans and boots, not slick back hair and suits. And Randy's still there. Dunn Chevrolet in Boonville.
River Valley Heat and Air. They are proud to give back to the community of Greenwood through their support of Greenwood's educational and sports programs. You can trust your residential and commercial heat and air maintenance, repairs, and replacements to River Valley Heat and Air. Just ask any of their satisfied customers. Mention this ad, and they'll give 10% to the Greenwood Education Fund. Have your heater serviced now before the weather gets cold. River Valley Heat and Air. Quality service and good prices. 996-3030.
Elite Roofing is a locally owned roofing contractor that is a proud sponsor of the Greenwood Bulldogs. If you're building a new home or need a new roof on your existing home, Elite Roofing is the one to call. Elite Roofing is known for their dependability and reliability. Just ask any of their satisfied customers. They're licensed and bonded. References available upon request. If you need a roof, call your local roofing contractor. Elite Roofing, 478-8668. That's 478-8668. You're listening to Greenwood Bulldogs football on KZKZ, Greenwood, Fort Smith. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks to you, our players, and the Pride sponsors. The new Greenwood Pride Discount Card fundraiser was a huge success. 100% of the proceeds went back to the program. The money raised helped purchase new uniforms and an end zone camera, video equipment, and provided monies for the scholarship fund. You can get your Bulldog Pride card in the Booster Club booth during the home games while supplies last. Thanks again for supporting the Greenwood Booster Club. Go Bulldogs!
Eagle One Hotshot proudly supports Bulldog football. Eagle One Hotshot, an expedited small to medium load oil field transportation company, is fully insured and DOT compliant with drivers available around the clock in Tulsa, Fort Smith, and throughout Central Arkansas's Fayetteville Shale. Registered in all 48 states, down the interstate, or across a pasture and through a creek bed, you can trust Eagle One Hotshot to get it there now. When it's important, you shouldn't have to ask twice. Just contact Eagle One Hotshot at 866-503-7555. Go Greenwood Bulldogs!
We're back at Smith Robinson Stadium. Halftime here, and the three-time defending state champion Greenwood Bulldogs lead 14-0 over the Batesville Pioneers. It's been a pretty good first half. Kind of went out on a sour note. There we had the ball with 18 seconds left. Chance to maybe get down there and get some more points up. A couple of penalties. The coach wasn't real happy about it, but we are going to get the football to start the second half, so that's positive.
Yeah, Tim, Batesville passing yards at 85, rushing at 62 for a total of 147. And 6 punts and over on downs. Our defense totally dominated them. They did have 3 penalties for 15 yards. Greenwood, on the other hand, 192 yards passing. Tyler Shook, 10 of 16. Had -5 rushing, didn't have a whole lot of rushing yards there. Total of 187. They did have 5 first downs. Both teams did not have a turnover, which is good. Greenwood had 5 penalties for 25 yards, which comes off that rushing yardage. So stat sheet not really full tonight, but the stat that matters the most is 14-0 Greenwood at halftime, and Coach Jones would probably take that on a cold, blistery night at Smith Robinson.
They had that one completion for like 45 yards, and we got total 147, that what it says?
Yeah, and they had 85 yards passing, 47 of them on one play. So our defense, that's probably the best half of football they played all year. And if they can put another half like that tonight, I like Greenwood's chances. Devin
Cochran's wife's home ill tonight, so we went to the bullpen tonight, and we'll go down to the field and see what Mr. Darrell Wheeler's got for us here at halftime.
Well, just listening to Kevin there, it looks like the stats are split pretty evenly. Of course, the big difference, the big plays for the Bulldogs tonight. One thing I will point out, just before half on the sideline, I noticed Coach Jones had Turpin and Shook pulled aside, so maybe we'll see something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there were a couple of plays there. Turpin was running down the sideline unguarded. I'm sure Tyler probably didn't see him, but that might have been the topic of the discussion on that meeting.
I had Shook 10 of 16 in the first half. I had him for 196 yards, 1 touchdown. It was a 29-yarder to Spencer Harris. Spencer had 3 catches for 63 yards. Turpin 1 catch for 21 yards. Sandifer had 4 catches for 45 yards, and Stephen Hogan had 2 catches for 67 yards. Rushing, nothing spectacular. Shook went in with a 2-yard scamper after that big completion to Hogan down to the 2-yard line. A little 2-play drive. Greenwood scored from 47 yards out. And then Sandifer's got 3 yards rushing, and I got Voda with only 2 yards rushing. I don't have penalties in the. I had a 1 snap over Shook's head right off the bat, and that went about 5 or 6 yards against us. Also hurts our team rushing yards.
Well, and it was a half of field position here, Tim. Their drive started on their own 24, their own 7, their own 4, their own 21, their own 30, their own 32, and their own 13. And I think the deepest they got into our half of the field was our 38-yard line, and they went over on downs there. So total domination by Greenwood's defense now. I don't know if you can ask for defense to do any better than what they did. As we see, their running back's probably one of the best ones we've seen all year.
The Arkansas Activities Association is one of 50 state organizations that belong to the National Federation of State High School Associations. This association formulates policies, game rules, and standards for inter-school competition. The schools of Arkansas have adopted these rules on eligibility, which correspond to those recommended by the National Federation.
Outstanding.
Thank you very much. We'll take another time out here at halftime and come back and get ready for second half action. It's the Greenwood Bulldogs 14, the Batesville Pioneers 0. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
Finding access to a bank with the personal service shelter insurance agents are famous for is easy, once you know where to look. It's right under the shelter insurance sign. Ask your agent to fill you in on Shelter Bank's high-rate CDs and money markets, plus its competitive rates for home and car loans. Or check out our rates online at shelterbank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
See Phil Hicks for a free insurance review at 1740 West Center in Greenwood.
Vote Dr. Lee Johnson for City Alderman. Dr. Johnson is a lifetime resident of Greenwood, a former Bulldog playing both football and basketball before graduating from Greenwood High School in 1988. He received his bachelor's degree from Hendrix College before attending medical school in Little Rock. After completing medical school and his medical residency requirements, Lee, wife Jennifer, and their children Will, Luke, and Wesley returned home to Greenwood. Your vote for Lee Johnson will be appreciated on November 25th. Paid for by Friends of Lee Johnson.
Do you have a remodeling project planned or maybe designing that new dream home? Then head to Lumber One in Van Buren. They can supply all your building materials no matter how big or how small the job. If you need that special custom-sized door or energy-efficient window, Lumber One has just what you need to put the finishing touches on your project. They also carry a full line of roofing supplies. For all your building materials, call Lumber One of Van Buren, 474-4444, 474-4444.
Are you a contractor starting a new project? Well, look to Redco for the industrial equipment you need to get the job done right. A full line of aerial equipment, 15-foot to 85-foot tractors, backhoes, dozers, chippers, you name it. Redco has it. Floor sanders, generators, pressure washers, plus storage containers and job site office trailers. They have it, and if they don't have it, they can get it. Husqvarna and Steel equipment also available. Whether your next project is big or small, you need to check Redco first. They're located at 2305 Industrial Park Road, Van Buren. Call them at 410-RENT.
The Greenwood Bulldogs have a winning football team, and the families at Pro Insulation are proud to be a sponsor of the Greenwood Bulldogs. They want to extend their warmest wishes for another winning season. They'll be praying for them all season long and throughout the year. So keep up the good work, play hard, and let's have another successful year. God bless the Greenwood Bulldogs. The broadcast of these games is being made possible by the generosity of the folks like the families of Pro Insulation.
Farmers Bank has always been there for cattleman and businessman Jim Brown.
Started doing business with Farmers Bank about 30 years ago. They helped me buy my first house, first piece of property, build a new house. They helped me buy the feed store business, all my agriculture, farm-related stuff, cattle, horses, everything that I have has been done through Farmers Bank. They've just been there for everything that I needed when I needed them. They've been good to me.
Elite Roofing is a locally owned roofing contractor that is a proud sponsor of the Greenwood Bulldogs. If you're building a new home or need a new roof on your existing home, Elite Roofing is the one to call. Elite Roofing is known for their dependability and reliability. Just ask any of their satisfied customers. They're licensed and bonded. References available upon request. If you need a roof, call your local roofing contractor. Elite Roofing, 478-8668. That's 478-8668.
We're back at Smith Robinson Stadium. Halftime here is 14-0. Greenwood on top. Both teams out on the field. Halftime festivities going on. The award-winning Greenwood High School marching band performed earlier. Yeah, pandemonium here. Pulaski Academy putting it on BB. The winner of that game. We're going to play the winner here tonight, and hopefully the Bulldogs can hang on, have a home game for the semifinal.
Pulaski Academy 42-7. I'm not sure if that's in the third quarter. The clock's running there. Halftime Charleston 35, Magnet Cove 7. Helena West Helena 12, Siloam 7 in a tight one. The last update I got on that one. And Monticello 21, Magnolia 16. So it looks like the winner of tonight's game is going to face Pulaski Academy. And the Bulldogs are hoping it's them because this will be the third time we've matched up there, and they both combined both games 214 points, something like that.
Well, 56-55 in the finals, and then 57-50 last year at their place in the quarterfinals.
They have 223 points in 2 ball games. The clock operators and the scoreboard operators' fingers are moving.
And so we're getting ready for action here.
You mentioned earlier Greenwood to get the kickoff here in the third quarter. Going north.
Let's go down real quick and check with our man Darrell Wheeler down on the sidelines here before we get underway.
Hey, guys, I know you have fans all over the world, and this is my first gig, and Brandon and Larry Daggett, just wanted to shout out to his daughter Erica, who's listening to us in Pennsylvania tonight.
Oh, spear chucker. That's old spear chucker, Larry Daggett. I saw Larry the other day at Walmart. He looks fitter than ever.
Larry was my 6th grade football coach back in the day.
Sweet, you betcha. Pretty good kicker back in the day, in the old straight-on days. I know he trained with old Steve Cox down there in Charleston.
I'm not sure if Curtis Richardson wasn't out there with him coaching. I don't know if it was him or not. I'm trying to think who that was. We had another one out there. Played over here on the old football field, flag football. That was back before pit bull days.
They probably taught you how to make a boat.
That's right.
They're outdoorsmen.
All right. Sandifer and Turpin back deep.
Oh, onside.
And they go with the onside. Let's see what the Bulldogs can get it. Kyle Pippin does, and what do you know, he hit the turf just like the doctor ordered last week. We saw Pippin try to tuck and run. This time he hit the turf. Coach Jones loved it. Bulldogs with great field position.
Pioneers trying to reverse what happened to them last year. Greenwood started the third quarter, the onside kick, which was huge at the time, and did it back-to-back and got it, which was unbelievable.
So Greenwood with the football starting at their own 46-yard line. Pretty good field position. Shook comes out with the troops. Sandifer goes out to the left, the short side. Spencer Harris at a tight end spot on the left. Hogan and Turpin near side. Greenwood heading towards the south end zone. They give it to Sandifer on end around. He cuts up and flags fly.
Man, see more motion penalties tonight than we have all year.
It's going to be on the Bulldogs. 5-yard variety. Back to the 41 we go. 1st and 15. I know the whistle was dead, but Sandifer had a hole to go. All right.
Yeah.
Just underway, second half. Tim Terry, Kevin Jones, Darrell Wheeler. Grove in the sideline. Smith Robinson Stadium. 4 wide this time with twin receivers to either side. Shook from the shotgun. Voda's back there with him. Mainly air time tonight for Greenwood's offense. He's going to air it out to Turpin, who tried to climb the ladder and couldn't get it. Pressure came on Shook, incomplete. 2nd and 15. That was Mr. Van Winkle sliding back there and giving Shook a little shot as he let her go.
He wasn't asleep on that one?
No, sir. Turpin, Harris near side, wide side of the field. Hogan, Sandifer out to the left. Tight coverage from the defense. Now they're back out of it. Voda play action. Looking for the hammer. Nothing doing now. He goes to the flat to Turpin. Turpin's got it complete. Can't get past it. No, he does. Shakes the first tackle. Still on his feet and gained a yard. Hardest yard probably of Turpin's life. 3rd and 14.
3 defenders to bring him down.
He was hit for a loss of 2 and got around that defender. Couldn't get his footing enough to get loose as the rest of the team came over to pile on.
3rd and 14.
From the right hash we go. Twin receivers to either side. Turpin's got a little helmet problem. We're going to have to stop play for a minute with 11:16 to go, 3rd quarter. Who's going to come in for Zach Turpin?
Somebody hand him a helmet. Go borrow Spencer Finley's helmet. Classic. Oh.
Since he went off the field, he got to stay out?
Not on equipment. That's only on injury.
Here comes the back judge in. He may be the bookworm of the crew. Referees are trying to figure it out. Turpin's looking for another hat. You got to find a big hat to get that shag under there. He looks like Shaggy off of
I'm jealous,
Scooby-Doo.
yeah.
I love it.
Not fair to have that much hair.
We're ready on 3rd and 14. Twin receivers to either side. Shook from the shotgun. And we're set and ready to go. Shook's got it. Little blitz picked up. Tyler unloads. He's got Turpin complete. Got his helmet knocked off and then dropped the ball. So 4th down. Big hit.
Never did quite get his chin straps locked on. Still doesn't have it locked on.
And so it's going to be punt time for the Bulldogs. An odd first possession.
Send that helmet over to the manager.
Well, they have his helmet somewhere. They're working on it down here on the sideline. Will, you down there? Help with the
equipment repair.
Yeah, it looks like he had 2 snaps. Didn't get the other 2. Coach Kenny Holcomb down here on the sideline working on his.
Hey, double duty and multitask from Holcomb.
Needless to say, it's punt time.
Turpin a bounce snap, but he got it off. It's a short punt, but it's angled out of bounds over here at the 38-yard line. Let's take a timeout with 11:06. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
The University of Arkansas Fort Smith is the place to be for your education. UA Fort Smith offers more than 30 bachelor's degrees, professors who know your name and care about your success, progressive facilities, and innovative classrooms, not to mention the millions awarded in scholarships last year. Call 1-888-512-5466 to speak with an advisor or check out uafortsmith.edu. UA Fort Smith. What are you waiting for?
Hughes gets it on first down at the 39. Goes over the right side, gets out to the 43. They get him 4 yards. 2nd and 6 coming up. Voda on the stop for the Bulldogs. Nick Daly's in at quarterback for Batesville. They bring some fresh players in. Twin receivers come out here to the left, the wide side of the field. Well, actually, the ball's right in the middle of the field. Shotgun for Daly. They've got a slot back who's Murphy over right tackle. Hughes back there with Daly. Speed option coming this side. Daly's going to try to keep it. Can't get around Michael Berry, who just he's making people look silly out there. Fantastic effort from Michael Berry, the senior.
Actually, the officials doing a good job there of not calling illegal formation because Batesville had their wideouts there both on the line of scrimmage, so he had the tight end covered up. Officials letting that one go.
3rd down loss on the play, so 3rd and 6. Long 6. Twin receivers out to the right this time. Twins to the near side. Shotgun for Daly. Hughes back there with him. Watch that shovel pass. Here comes Murphy in motion. And there it is, shovel pass. He's got first down yardage. Across midfield to the Greenwood 49, 48-yard line.
A pretty effective play for them. One of their most effective ones they've run all night.
First down for the Pioneers at the Bulldog 48. Clock moving, 9:41. They'll fire it up when they get the chain set, and they do.
It's like Michael Berry, Nick Stovall, maybe Sean Fincher all battling tonight for that CC's Pizza Defensive Player of the Game. Leading candidates so far.
14-0 Bulldogs on top. Batesville, first possession of the second half. Up under center goes Daly. Motion from the tight end. Here comes the flag.
Holy.
Big 99 Clifton Risano, 5'11", 195.
Yeah, right.
He's like 6'3", 6'4", 240. God. Put down the Darrell Wheeler for a Burgess Communications sideline report.
Yeah, I think old 99 had a stall on that one, and you have to get a quick start to get on him.
You know, that's
a good point, yeah.
That's right.
He probably got a little talking to at halftime.
1st and 15, ball back to the 47 in the Pioneer territory. Twin receivers out to the right, wide side of the field. Slot back near side with the tight end. Up under center goes Daly, and it's motion out to the left. Now stutter step stays back there. Hughes has it, bobbled it, but got recovered. Cuts upfield, but a great tackle from Voda. But he got out to the 43 of Greenwood nonetheless. Greenwood football on today's Christian music for the family. Spirit 106.3. KZKZ Greenwood Fort Smith. 2nd down now and about 5 for Batesville at the Greenwood 43. 8:38 clock moving. Bulldogs up 14-0.
No urgency by the Pioneers. Methodically coming up to the line.
Play clock's down to 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's the delay of game. Nope, coach got a timeout just in time over there. Let's take one with him with 8:21, 3rd quarter, 14-0 Greenwood. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
Life can be a real balancing act, can it? And the more things are up in the air, the more you want them under control. That's where Shelter Insurance comes in. We insure your car, home, and life. We take care of the business of life so you can concentrate on something more important, enjoying your life. Interested? Visit shelterinsurance.com. Seek shelter today.
See Phil Hicks for a free insurance review at 1740 West Center in Greenwood.
We're back at Smith Robinson Stadium, 8:21 to go in the third quarter. Greenwood up 14-0. Let's go down to Darrell Wheeler for a Hogue Chevrolet sideline report.
Yeah, Tim, we're going to have to watch Nick Stovall. Looks like he might have gotten rolled up on that last play. He's limping pretty heavily out there. I don't know how he's going to be able to go.
Definitely gingerly going out there.
Right leg.
Of course, Kyle Helms hurt a couple weeks ago.
It is week 13. Oh, is it week 12?
It's week 12.
Almost week 13.
2nd and 5. Pioneers football at the Greenwood 43. We'll see if Stovall can go here. Twins out to the right. Tim Hughes gets the call. Flag fly. This time they're going to call it.
Yeah.
Stovall got hit again illegally. Hughes runs free down to the 20, finally brought down by a stall downfield, but this one's coming back.
Yep.
They caught him that time.
Everybody saw that one. Illegal chop block.
61, I believe it was, for Batesville Justin Angel.
Man, that's a dangerous block. Illegal. Is that 15?
I don't know. I'm not sure how it's going to roll here. We'll see. Schultz, Scott, Hasley, and Simmons defensively. There's 11 starters in for Greenwood. You see some swapping in that defensive backfield. Turpin's been in a little bit. Sandifer blocking the back. Hands, illegal use of the hands against Batesville.
10-yarder, I think.
So 8 minutes, 14 seconds. Chili supper tomorrow night at the Greenwood United Methodist Church Family Life Center. It's at 5 o'clock, benefiting Travis Robinson. There's an auction going on there, some desserts. Go out to the Methodist Church here in Greenwood. Donate some money for a good cause. Help Travis get help. 2nd down, 15. Back at the Batesville 47. Play action now. The quarterback's going to roll. Look downfield. Daly unloads. Hasley just couldn't pick it off. Right out of his fingertips. Incomplete. 3rd down and 15.
Just out of his fingertips on that one, too. That would have been picked.
Way over the hands of the intended receiver was McSpadden. Also down there was Darius Davis. That'd have been a nice little turnover.
3rd and 15.
8 minutes exactly left, third quarter. 14-0 Bulldogs. Inching their way to Thanksgiving practice in a semifinal run next Friday. 4 wide trips out to the right. Shotgun for Daly. He's going to try a speed option, pitches it to Hughes. He's bobbled the balls on the ground. Berry's got it. Michael Berry recovers the fumble at the 47 of Batesville, and Greenwood's going to get good field position. Let's take a timeout. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
Eagle One Hot Shot proudly supports Bulldog football. Eagle One Hot Shot, an expedited small to medium load oil field transportation company, is fully insured and DOT compliant with drivers available around the clock in Tulsa, Fort Smith, and throughout central Arkansas's Fayetteville Shale. Registered in all 48 states, down the interstate, or across a pasture and through a creek bed, you can trust Eagle One Hot Shot to get it there now. When it's important, you shouldn't have to ask twice. Just contact Eagle One Hot Shot at 866-503-7555. Go Greenwood Bulldogs.
Greenwood with good field position after the fumble recovery from Berry, and on 1st down they go play action to Sandifer. Shook hooks up with Spencer Harris across the middle down to the 28-yard line. That's an 18-yard pickup.
Love the play call there, Timmy, after the turnover. Throw it deep.
1st and 10 at the Pioneer 28. Play action to Voda. Shook looking. Now he's going to roll out right, and he's in trouble. Finally unloads, and he's got Spencer Harris again caught at the 20-yard line. What a catch from the hammer. The junior, and he's out the 21-yard line. It's a 7-yard reception.
Outstanding.
And what a throw from Shook in traffic over here. And Harris hauls it in.
That's called catching in traffic.
8-yard pickup. So 2nd down and 2. Shotgun for Shook. Harris at a tight end on the left side. Voda's got it dead ahead, hit hard, but Bolt drags a man for a 1st down to the 17-yard line. He picks up 4 yards. Chains move. Voda, the sophomore,
Smith.
6 foot 175. First down, Greenwood at the Pioneer 17-yard line. 7:04 to go, third quarter, clock moving. 14-0. Greenwood on top, looking to score here and extend her out to a 3-touchdown lead. On the move at the Pioneer 17. Twins to either side. From the right hash, heading south. Shotgun for Shook. Voda's on his left side. Marco again looking for a hole. Battles his way for a yard. That's all he's going to give him. To the 16, second and 9. Oh, golly. Zach Reeves on the stop for Batesville. 6.5 minutes.
Monticello 21, Magnolia 16.
Turpin moves over, swaps with Hogan. He's over there with Sandifer on the left side, the wide side. Look at that fade route, or maybe the post to Sandifer right here. Look at that middle wide open out there. Shook from the shotgun. There he is. He's got Tony. Going over the top to Spencer, and it's, my goodness, out of bounds. He caught it. What a great catch, but just out of bounds. And we're going to get a flag now. Number 10 heaves the ball at the official. You got to be kidding me.
He didn't like the call. He thought he got in bounds. He's still jawing.
And he may have a good argument here. Thought he was down. I thought he had a foot down. What a great catch or interception. But flinging the ball back to the official, that's borderline ejection.
He's not going to get it.
No, it is not.
He's still a little warm.
So a 15-yard, unsportsmanlike, going to be half the distance. And an automatic first down to about the 8.5. Goodness. That's their quarterback, Nick Daly. He's going to stay in there.
Hey, Tim, he was out of bounds the whole way, and not only that, but it looked like defensive holding for about the first 10 yards.
Well, Wheeler was right down there with him. 5 wide, empty backfield. Shook back there by himself. 3 receivers near side. Tyler looking to throw. Tries Sandifer underneath. He's got it caught, but he gets out of bounds at the 5, or they give him the 4. 4-yard pickup for Tony.
Well, you got to like Greenwood's chances here. If they can poke this one up, go up 3 scores with 6:09 left in the third.
Absolutely. Harris near side, the short side over here with Sandifer. Turpin's going to go out to the wide side. And there's Spencer in as offset fullback over the right tackle. Sandifer comes in motion. Shook's going to keep it now. Option at the Tony. Looking for the pylon out at the 1-yard line. 4-yard gain for Sandifer. Third down and goal.
Nifty little play, little run option out the right side there.
6:04 to go third quarter. Greenwood knocking on the door.
See what the Dogs elect to do here if they want to power up the middle.
Same formation. I thought it was third down. The rest of them stop the clock. I think it's third down. No, the second. We ran the screen pass to Tony, and then Tony ran it. It's third down and goal.
Third down.
Yeah, it should be third down. The penalty came before that play to Sandifer. Sandifer's got the last 2 times. Third and goal from the 1.
Clock says second.
Yeah, they're going to change it now to third down. Big Stick, Terry over there, Uncle Ronnie. Nope, they're going to leave it second. Interesting.
No, now they blow. They weren't ready for us to start. All kinds of mass confusion here down on the goal line.
Well, we had the penalty over there, and they got the 17, took us down to the 7, and now a flag flies. Their coach is way out on the field. Pandemonium has broke loose here on the road. Should be third down and goal. But I'm not wearing stripes. 14-0 Bulldogs on top. A little confusion out here.
Sideline warning.
And Batesville's going to call a timeout. Let's take one with him with 6:02. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
Do you have a remodeling project planned or maybe designing that new dream home? Then head to Lumber One in Van Buren. They can supply all your building materials no matter how big or how small the job. If you need that special custom-sized door or energy-efficient window, Lumber One has just what you need to put the finishing touches on your project. They also carry a full line of roofing supplies. For all your building materials, call Lumber One of Van Buren, 474-4444, 474-4444.
Real sports fans know that performance is what it's all about. That's why Bancorp South's performance checking is so popular. This new free checking account could earn you a bonus interest rate on balances up to $30,000. And all you have to do are the things you could do every month anyway, like using your debit card, direct deposit, email statements, and home site internet banking. Come see the Bancorp South idea of performance at the office most convenient to you, or go online at bancorpsouth.com. Performance checking at Bancorp South. It's right where you are. Bancorp South, member FDIC.
We're back at Smith Robinson Stadium, 14-0 Greenwood on top, 6:02 to go third quarter. And we got the unsportsmanlike penalty we got a while ago, or whatever it was, didn't give us an automatic first down for some reason. So the throw to Sandifer gave them a first down at the 4, and they ran to Sandifer to the 1, so it's second down.
Second goal from the 2.
So I stand corrected.
Thanks to Joe Fred Young for correcting us there.
Big Coach Young.
You can't get it by him.
No. So we're twin receivers to the right, the short side. Fincher's in at fullback. Over right tackle, Shook's going to try to run it in. Dives to inside the 1. We'll give him a yard.
Yeah, it's third down.
Clock rolls under 6 minutes.
Say hand it to 48. Let Sean take it in.
Yeah, Fincher.
You're not going to deny him. He's going to get in.
Probably him or Voda. Same set from the right hash. Third and goal from the 1. Shook's going to try it again. This time, I don't know if he got there. Flag flies. Are they offside? Number 5, Hughes, came storming in trying to get to the quarterback before they knew he was going to go. Well, let's see if they call the offsides on. Motion on the Dogs. So 5-yard penalty. Give us a little room to breathe here. Let's see if they decline that. How does that work?
Dead. I guess they could, but they're going to take it.
It was a dead ball foul. Okay, so third down and goal from the 6. 5.5 minutes to go, third quarter.
Man, this is taking forever.
14-0. Odd little string of events here, middle of the third quarter. Clock moving. Same formation, twins to the right. Shotgun for Shook. Looking to throw. There he's got, it's our man Turpin on the fade route. It is
almost
incomplete. A wounded duck thrown up by Shook. Wasn't one of his best efforts.
Get you 3 points here.
Here comes Josh McCutcheon, Spencer Finley, Austin Harkness battery.
What, an 18-yard attempt maybe? 19?
And they got the T on the 13, so 23.
Oh, I'm sorry. Missed 5 yards somewhere. Say this will push it to a 3-score margin.
Sir. Big field goal here. 17-0. A little bit more breathing room. Boy, you hate to stall out down there inside the 1. Good snap, good hold. Kick's got plenty of room. Beautiful. 17-0. Let's take a timeout with 5:17 to go in the third quarter. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
LPT. It's like an offensive line walking past the smell of a barbecue buffet. Yum's live prey technology sets off a feeding frenzy. Pros know you're dumb if you don't use Yum, and you surely aren't going to be number 1 without the one Bomber lures. Really, come on now. Who doesn't use a Bomber? Can you get it? You bet you can get it. Every day at every lake and river, the sound of catching fish gets louder and louder. Anglers are saying the name loud and proud as they use it to fill their live wells. What is it? Can I get a booyah?
5 minutes, 16 seconds left in the third quarter. The Greenwood Bulldogs push the lead out to 17-0 over the Batesville Pioneers. Let's go down the wheel on the sideline and see if he can fix this mess.
Well, I didn't really understand the whole second down, third down thing either. I will tell you one thing. I don't know what happened there on the snap. I saw McCutcheon and Finley talking as they came off the field. Finley did an excellent job getting the ball down just as the foot hit it.
I said good snap. It was a little inside. I agree with the Will.
Takes all 3, the snapper, the holder, the kicker, the line.
Harkness setting up for another sky kick. Not going to give Tim Hughes a chance to return it, and I don't blame Coach. And here comes the sky kick. No fair catch signal, so it's going to be fielded at the 27 by an up back. It's number 32, Jake Russell. He's a sophomore, so kudos to him for hanging all that football on the road here.
Gets it out to the 33.
You betcha. First and 10, Batesville at their own 33-yard line over here on the near hash. Sandifer comes in, giving Schultz a little break. at cornerback. Usual suspects everywhere else defensively.
See if Batesville changes their philosophy here, a little bit more urgency. Time's going to start becoming a factor here before too long.
I formation, huge 6 yards deep, dot in the I. They're going to try him off tackle left side. Nothing doing Voda. I'm telling you what, boy. That kid's a 10th grader. Plays like a third-year collegiate. No gain on the play, maybe a half a yard, 2nd and 9. Just unblocked. I tell you what, the Bulldog defensive coaching staff and these players have came to life over the last few weeks. Ever since Helms went out, they stepped up a notch, and Helms, was no slouch. These guys have picked up his weight. 4 wide, 3 out to the right. Shotgun for Daly. Pitches to Hughes. This time he caught it, trying to get to the corner. Simmons came up, slowed him up, and Fincher rode him out of bounds out to the 38-yard line. 5-yard gain, 3rd and 5.
Yeah, I don't know how many yards Mr. Hughes had of the 62 and a half. Probably most of them. I know their quarterback carried it a couple times, but he's probably not accustomed to being held down like this.
Here comes Craig Kelly in at quarterback.
The 3rd one tonight.
He's up under center. He's got 3 receivers, 2 out here to the left, the wide side. Hughes is a deep man. Play action to Hughes. Looking to throw in a screen pass, and that's a hold on Pippin, no call. Incomplete, 4th down. We'll take it. Only thing that might have deterred was Pippin or intercepting that, but we'll take it.
I like Pippin catching that one because that one was going to go to the house. Probably got some of the best hands on the team.
So Turpin drops back deep to receive this punt with 3:56 to go in the 3rd quarter. Showalter back to punt for Batesville. 4th and 5. Snaps back there to him. They're going to fake it. Had a man stand on the sidelines, and it's complete. The fake punt's good down to the Greenwood 42-yard line. The old hidden man-in-the-box trick over on the far sideline. Boy, you don't usually get one over on a Coach Jones team. They caught us there. With their hand in the cookie jar.
Excellent call by Batesville on that one. Kind of caught snapping there. We didn't even see it.
Well, you can't punt at this point. You're down 17-0. There ain't no tomorrow. You lose tonight. Up under center goes Craig Kelly. Hughes back there. They're going to throw again on a screen pass out in the flat. 1 hops, no dice. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 at the Bulldog 42. 3:42 on the clock.
Monticello 28, Magnolia 16.
17-0 Bulldogs.
Haven't seen a Siloam West Helena score in a while. Last I saw was 12-7 West Helena.
It was 20-7, I think.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, last one I saw. Twin receivers out here to the left, the wide side. Craig, I think that Daly's back in at quarterback. He is trying to run to the left side behind Hughes' block. Break the tackle. Doesn't break the tackle of Fincher. He came over and put him down and across the 35-yard line. Still about 1.5 yards short of a 1st down. 3rd down. We'll call it 2. Another big hit from Fincher. Will, he's been laying some helmet out there, hasn't he?
Wood.
Man, I'll tell you what, he may not be leading the team in tackles tonight, but everyone he gets is punishing.
At the 34-yard line, they got about 1.5 yards to go for this 1st down. Hughes, the deep man, he's going to get it number 5. Nope, they play action looking to throw. Unloads in the middle, has a man open, complete at the 20, down to the 18-yard line. Voda downfield helping out. He got it in front of Simmons. It was number 27, McSpadden. Chains move for the Pioneers. Down to the 17-yard line for Batesville. 2 minutes, 56 seconds, clock moving, 3rd quarter. Batesville, their best opportunity of the night to put points on the board.
Deepest penetration of the night right here.
Daly's up under center. Offset eye on a slot back. Play action up. Daly's going to turn to run. Didn't fake Stovall. Bum leg or not. Didn't bite on the play action. Look, 15-yard line. He got through 2 yards. We'll call it 2nd down and 8 coming up.
Here he's down to the 15-yard line.
2nd and 7. They got to get to the 8-yard line. He's right on the 15. Ball right in the middle of the field and the clock moving. Time winding out on this Pioneer season. They got to get a score right here. Twin receivers come out to the left, the wide side, as they hustle up to the line. I formation. Daly pitches to Hughes. Cuts upfield. He has running room at the 10 of the 5 and down to the 1-yard line. Hasley makes a stop. Just kind of got in the way and brought him down. First and goal for the Pioneers, 2:04.
Explosive cut up through the hole there. This kid's got a motor.
Well, it's like we've talked about the whole game. Why they should have been doing that the whole time.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
I agree.
Granted, our defense has been playing good, but you just keep pounding him in there, he's going to break one. I mean, he's obviously a pretty good football player and showed it right there. Batesville looking to knock on the door here. Nick Daly's the quarterback. Too tight. Full house backfield. Daly's going to just try to go in behind his men. He's in for the touchdown. Batesville's finally on the board in a 1-yard run from the quarterback, Nick Daly, with 1:42 to go in the third quarter, and it's 17-6.
67 yards and 7 plays.
A little extracurricular out there post touchdown. Well, everybody's finally broke up the little scruff. Is there a flag down there? Is that a flag I see in the end zone?
Might be a huge penalty on somebody there, because I think Batesville's going to the old gimmick lineup extra point thing. You wouldn't think they'd go for 2. Still don't know what the call is. It's obviously post-touchdown.
Right.
Officials go over to the Batesville sideline to explain.
Personal foul on the Bulldogs.
Enforced on the kickoff, I bet.
Little forearm shimmy down there in the pile. One referee signaled. Giving him the business. That's exactly right. What did he say in the Cowboys game? He hit him on his rear end or something. That punt. Fantastic.
Oh, man.
So the 15 yards will go on the kickoff, and here comes Batesville, my favorite extra point look. Huddle up way over to the right and run in and get into normal position. The field goal kicker's big man Roberto Jimenez. Good snap, good hold. It was good. 17-6, 17-7. Greenwood still on top. Let's take a timeout. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
When I started my business, I went to Farmers Bank to open an account. They were very helpful.
Farmers Bank fulfilled the financial needs of businesswoman, teacher, and runner Elizabeth Passmore.
My husband and I both have business accounts with Farmers Bank. We have personal accounts there. They helped us with our construction loan when we built our home. They've been so friendly and accommodating. It seems like everybody that works there likes to work there. We have all of our accounts with Farmers Bank. I really like this bank.
So with 1:42 left in the third quarter, the Bulldogs with a 17-7 lead. BB finally on the board here. And a little personal foul after the touchdown. Batesville's going to be kicking from the Greenwood 45, and you're right, we're definitely probably seeing onside here.
You'll see an onside right here. And I'm sure Kyle Pippin's over there somewhere. Yeah, I see him.
You got Finley, Simmons, Scott, Voda, Pippin, Fincher, Barry, Stahl, the Hammer, Spencer Harris, Turpin, Sandifer back deep. Ham team. Coaches positioning players. The thing is, to kick it over your head, you got to go get it, because that ball's live if it don't get in the end zone. So Sandifer's going to kind of drop back. I don't blame him. And here they come. Another onside. That ball's still loose. Batesville's going to get this one. They sure did. Bounce took a bad hop off Spencer Harris, and Batesville gets it at the 40-yard line. Another flag flies. Another flag
They're
flies.
flying everywhere. That may be on Batesville there. Number 7 got a little hot.
This may be offsetting. We've got ourselves a little Donnybrook going here tonight now all of a sudden.
Well, I'll tell you, Tim, that was an excellent onside kick, little end-over-end action. Hit Spencer in an awkward position, bounced off his chest.
Let's see if this Bulldog defense gather themselves, get composure. Unsportsmanlike on Greenwood. I guess both flags are for the same infraction. We'll give them another 15 yards. It's going to move them down to the 26-yard line.
All righty then.
Minute 40 to go, third quarter.
Greenwood coaches getting an explanation on the sideline of what happened.
Personal foul.
So the Pioneers looking to get some more points on the board right here real quick.
Start this drive on the 26th of Greenwood.
Incredible.
Man, they didn't have any field position the first half, and they've had quite a few opportunities in the second half here.
Up under center goes Daly. Hughes is in the backfield. They're going to try Hughes right up the middle of the field, break the tackle to the 20. He's got a little swagger in his step to the 5, dragging Hasley to the end zone and a touchdown. And just like that, we got a ball game on our hands. 17-13. Pioneers, 2 touchdowns in 10 seconds.
Explosive. And I'm like you, I don't know why they got away from running that up the middle. Maybe they were saving it for the second half. I don't know.
Go down to Darrell Wheeler for a Hug Chevrolet sideline report.
That looked like an NFL run right there. I don't know how many tackles he broke, but this guy's pretty good.
Well, you're not the leading rusher in a school for nothing. I mean, a school with tradition. Batesville definitely got tradition. He's definitely a hot runner. Jaime Rodriguez on for the PAT, and it's good. 17-14. Let's take a timeout. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
The Greenwood Bulldogs have a winning football team, and the families at Pro Insulation are proud to be a sponsor of the Greenwood Bulldogs. They want to extend their warmest wishes for another winning season. They'll be praying for them all season long and throughout the year. So keep up the good work, play hard, and let's have another successful year. God bless the Greenwood Bulldogs. The broadcast of these games is being made possible by the generosity of the folks like the families of Pro Insulation.
We're back at Smith Robinson Stadium, 17-14. Greenwood on top of Batesville. A score, unsportsmanlike on the Bulldogs, an onside, a recovery, an unsportsmanlike on the Bulldogs, and then a one-play 26-yard run from Tim Hughes. And just like that, Batesville in this football game, 17-14. Greenwood got to gather themselves and take care of business. Now, I don't onside it here.
They got the big man in now.
I mean, you're not in any kind of jeopardy. I don't know if I want to give us a little field position, but we've got our hands team in just in case. Rodriguez in to kick. Excuse me, that's Roberto Jimenez. Harris catches it in a Willie Mays style at the 25, trying to get to the corner. Can't get around the first tackle. That's a late hit right there. It's got to be a flag. Here it comes. They do throw the flag. Oh, Harris was down for a good 3 count. Number 11 comes in, Matthew Showalter, the punter of all people. Put the little late hit in there on Spencer.
A little blow to the head, too. That's dangerous.
Tempers flaring out here, and Greenwood's going to get 15 yards and out to the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 with a 1:24 to go. Let's take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
Forget all the hype. Buy your next vehicle at Dunn Chevrolet during the Red Tag sales event. You'll love their good old hometown style of doing business. Get a great deal on a 2008 Chevy Silverado 1500 Crew Cab, stock number 1035, complete with power windows, power door locks, tilt cruise CD player, and chrome wheels, only $21,109. At Dunn Chevrolet, they've got a bigger selection with the same friendly atmosphere. They're blue jeans and boots, not slick back hair and suits. And Randy is still there. Dunn Chevrolet in Boonville.
Shook's going to go for it all on 1st down. Turpin catches it on a jump ball, still on his feet down to the 41-yard line of Batesville. 25-yard passing catch. And when in doubt, go to the big man. Zachary Turpin makes a great catch up over the top. Darius Davis, who's 5'8".
Yeah, I like my chances on Turpin on that one, going up and getting that one. What a catch.
I was just going to say we'll see how Shook comes together in playoff time. You know, hadn't really been crucial crunch time for Tyler. 1st year as a starter. Looked good right there on a good ball. Now Greenwood at the Batesville 40. 1st and 10. 3 wide. Harris at a tight end. They give it to Santa from the end around. He cuts upfield and gets down to the 34-yard or 36-yard line. 4-yard gain.
Greenwood rising to the adversity they had. I know coaches talk about that all the time. It's how you react to these adversities.
1 minute left in the 3rd quarter. 17-14 Greenwood. Driving here into Pioneer territory. Shook going to change the play. We're 4 wide, twins to either side. Turpin, Sandifer to the left, wide side. Harris, Hogan near side. Shook to throw. Late release from Tony. He's got him at the 20. 15 down to the 10-yard line. You betcha. They call it the 11-yard line. It's a 26-yard pass and catch. Shook to Sanford. Beautiful.
What a response. What a response by the Bulldogs on that strange event there in the last. They split 14 points in 10 seconds.
Yeah. Well, Greenwood now with a 1st and 10 at the Pioneer 11.
Got a football game now. Let's get some offense going.
4 wide again from the left hash. Shook from the shotgun. Hard count is going to change the play. Hogan and Harris near side. Sanford Turpin out to the left, the short side. Boda's back there with Shook. Now you got to call that. Here it comes. Harris had a sure touchdown, and that's the quarterback again, Nick Daly, a pass interference. And an automatic first down half the distance, down to the 6-yard line, 5.5.
Everybody in Sebastian County saw that one.
And good to see the Greenwood faithful. They like a tight game here. They're finally up into this football game.
The camo's out in full force.
Well, Wade Conley fest here tonight. Speaking of which, there's going to be a big Chaffee hunt this weekend, a modern gun permit hunt. Be careful if you head out to Fort Chaffee Saturday and Sunday. It'll be like a Civil War. So if you're anywhere in the north side of Greenwood and you hear a lot of gunfire, just duck. I won't be out there till Sunday, so you'll be all right. We're 4 wide again from the 6-yard line. Shotgun for Shook. Boda dead ahead, down to the 3, picked up 3 yards for Marco. 2nd and goal from the 3. Last play of the 3rd quarter. Greenwood leads 17-14. Let's take a timeout. You're listening to Greenwood High School Football.
Vote Lee Johnson for City Alderman. When asked why he is running for the City Alderman position, Lee responded, quote, "My family and I have returned to Greenwood and plan to spend our days enjoying the greatest place a family could hope to live. I wish to offer my professional experience, education, and a commitment to the voters of Greenwood that together we can do better. Your vote for Lee Johnson will be appreciated on November 25th. Paid for by Friends of Lee Johnson." If you like listening to Greenwood Bulldog football on Spirit 106.3 and own a business, why not consider advertising during the games? You'll be reaching all the great folks who listen to the Greenwood football games and be a part of the advertising family that helps make the broadcast of these games possible. You'll be investing in the youth of Greenwood and your business all at the same time. If you're interested, please call Don Wilson at 461-1487 for more information. That's 461-1487.
We're back at Smith Robinson Stadium where the Greenwood Bulldogs lead the Batesville Pioneers 17-14. Got the ball down on the Pioneer 3-yard line, brings up 2nd down and 3. And it's pandemonium here as the Bulldogs respond to some adversity, some penalties, and knocking on the door at the 3.
So 2nd down and goal at the 3. Greenwood, we swapped ends heading to the north end zone. Shook from the shotgun. We're 4 wide. Boda's back there with him. Shook's going to look to throw. Now he's in trouble rolling right. Just throws it away wisely. Incomplete. 3rd and goal from the 3. You know, and Darryl, you saw this a while ago. We couldn't get in from down here. You got to get touchdowns right here.
You got to get touchdowns, Tim, and we need one right here to get a 10-point lead here in the 4th quarter.
Well, you know, and it's been a couple of times all season we've got down here and kind of stalled out.
Harris or Turpentine right here.
Shotgun for Shook. 3rd and goal for 3. Shook looking to throw, goes to the flat to Boda. He's got it complete, and they hit him hard at the 1, and he couldn't get in.
Man, what a tackle.
First catch for Marco, but he's hit hard at the 1. What do you do here? I go.
He's going Fincher.
You better believe it. Hogan's coming out, Fincher's coming in.
The power package.
Clock moves.
Inside the 1, they got a half a yard, so look for Tyler to keep this. Quarterback sneak, poke it in.
Reset the play clock. There it goes. We saw a goal line stand from this spot about 2 weeks ago against the Airedales. Let's see if the Bulldogs can get it in. Shotgun for Shook. He's going to try to take it himself, and he is. I haven't seen an official yet.
Man. They ain't going to give it to him.
Sanford says it was.
They're not going to give it to him.
And they hold down there. Right up the snout they go. And they're going to say Batesville gets it on down.
On the inch line.
So Greenwood turns it over on down, but you got to like your chances of this defense as well as they've been playing. Will, you're down there.
Yeah, it looked like that initial plunge. He got it to me, but it was awfully close, and then there was a pushback there by the defense.
So great defensive stand for the Pioneers. And the Bulldog defense comes back on. Pioneers ball at their own half-yard line. Probably see a steady dose of Tim Hughes here. See if Saul can get back there that backfield. Looks like Tomlinson's in up front for the Bulldogs. They go with the power package. They're going to try to throw it out of the end zone first down. Way overthrown. Nobody home. Uncatchable. Second down and 10 from the inch line. Their own inch line. He was looking for Price Holmes, and Schultz was in coverage, and he pushed him in the back. Almost helped him get to the football.
Yeah.
You know.
Greenwood faithful wasn't interference there, but that actually helped him get closer to the ball.
So second down and 10, Batesville from their own 1-yard line. 11:01 to play in the football game, 17-14. A goal line stand from Batesville put them in this spot. I formation, up under center goes Daly. Twins out to the left. They try Tim Hughes. He can't get out, just barely got out of the end zone. No gain, 3rd and 10. Goodness, good defensive pursuit from the Bulldogs. Tomlinson's in there for Stovall.
Tim Hughes on the carry for Batesville.
We're looking at Stovall over on the sideline.
And by Joseph Saul.
Austin's up to the challenge.
6 foot 226. He's a junior. You bet he is. Clock moving, 10:35. Greenwood up 3 points. It's a 3rd down and 10 for Batesville at their own 1-yard line. Humongous 3rd down right here for the Bulldogs.
Get a little safety here, be sweet.
They come out in an I formation with Twins to the near side. They go play action looking to throw. Rolling out and throwing down the middle of the field. It's caught.
No, he dropped.
Incomplete. Had it for a minute. And great defense from Fincher and Voda. Ripping it out. It's incomplete. It's 4th down. It's definitely punt time for Batesville from their own goalpost.
What a stand.
There's good and bad about a goal line stand. You keep them out of the end zone, but you end up with that right there. Now, Greenwood went 98 yards a couple of weeks ago and scored, but sometimes that happens more than not. That's what happens.
Let's see if the Dogs send the house up to the block here.
Showalter on the punt. He's real close to the back. He gets it off and away, and Turpin's going to field it at his 37. Nope, fair caught. Thank goodness it didn't go anywhere. So Greenwood gets it at the 37-yard line of Batesville. Let's take a timeout. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
Do you have a remodeling project planned or maybe designing that new dream home? Then head to Lumber One in Van Buren. They can supply all your building materials no matter how big or how small the job. If you need that special custom-sized door or energy-efficient window, Lumber One has just what you need to put the finishing touches on your project. They also carry a full line of roofing supplies. For all your building materials, call Lumber One of Van Buren, 474-4444, 474-4444.
Shook goes on first down for Harris. It's intercepted by Showalter.
Flag on the play.
The flag went down. It's going to be after the interception.
Block in the back. Clip. We got a player down.
That's Sandifer, the player down. He may have took the clip in the back. He's looking at his left ankle. Flag's way back at the 15. It's going to be a post-interception penalty, a block in the back on the Pioneers, I believe. May have been Tony took that shot in the back over there. We'll see.
Hadn't anybody leave early in this one yet, Tim?
And a turnover, no good. So Batesville's going to have the football half the distance. The flag was at the 14, so they're going to push him back to the 7-yard line. Man. Well, defense, go get them again, boys. 17-14, Greenwood on top, 9:56 to play in the football game. One of these teams looking to punch a ticket to the semifinals.
I think your Cleveland prediction is in jeopardy here. 17-14.
You have to have some major scoring. But a win's a win. I just want as long as there's more points on that left side of the board.
I hear you.
So here we go, Batesville from the left hash. They're down in the north end zone coming out towards the south. Double tight overload left side. Hughes back there. Kelly gives to Hughes. He's looking for running room. Dances out across the 10 near the 13-yard line, so he picked up 6 yards, 2nd and 4. Clock moving. Batesville with just one timeout left here. They had to burn a few early in that third quarter.
And that may be a factor here later in this ball game.
Greenwood with all three. Over on the left hash we go. But wide out comes out to the near side. That's Price Holmes. Up under center is Kelly. They give to Hughes, trying to string it out to the right. He's got the corner. Scott got him back inside. Stopped at the 20, but a first down. Voda on the stop for the Bulldogs. But the Chains are going to move after a 6-yard pickup.
Well, if the defense is going to rise up, they've been rising for 3 or 4 weeks now, and here's a golden opportunity to rise up again.
Move him out to the 21. First and 10, 9-11 to go in the football game.
Sure would like a turnover.
We definitely owe us one. First down from the right hash. 3 receivers out to the left, the wide side. Hughes back there. Motion comes from the right or from the left over to the right side. It's going to be Hughes on a delayed look. Tripped up in the backfield, but breaks free to the 25-30. Outside at the block in the back. Let's see if a flag comes out. Surely it will. Schultz got hit, number 20 right in the back after the run. However, it's out to the 40-yard line. Tim Hughes with a good run. And so the Chains move. 8:45 to play in the football game. 17-14. Greenwood on top. Oh, golly. Check in with the wheel.
Hey, an injury update. Looks like Stovall has his ankle taped. Played with a lot of heart, but Tomlinson finally had to take over for him.
First and 10, Batesville at their own 40. Offset eye look. The quarterback draw. And the quarterback this time was Nick Daly. Runs out across the 45 to the 46, so it's 2nd and 4. Batesville has a little swagger in their step now. I don't blame them. On the road, down 17-0. They scored 14 unanswered there late in the third quarter. Just got a turnover from the Bulldogs. A goal line stand and an interception. Twin receivers to the near side. Wide side of the field. I formation. It's Tim Hughes pitch out to the left. First down yardage. Voda on the stop along with Fincher. Across the midfield stripe. The Chains are going to move for the Pioneers. First and 10 with 7:56 to go in the football game.
To the 49-yard line of the Bulldogs.
Oh, golly.
First down.
Well, we've leaned on our defense 3 weeks in a row. Sure needed to keep them off the field that last possession. But interception zone, we'll see what happens right here. Come on, D. Twins again to the near side. Let's see if it's Tim Hughes again. Up under center goes Nick Daly. Hughes again. Straight ahead, got through a tackle from Barry. Arm tackle again, spins, and great run down to the 32-yard line. Finally, Tomlinson downfield.
Trevor Scott there saving the touchdown.
And the Chains move for the Pioneers. First and 10 at the Bulldog 32. 7:42 on the game clock. They call it the 33-yard line. Oh, golly. First down for Batesville, ball right in the middle of the field. Same formation. Twins come out to the near side. Offset eye. Fullback's over left guard. Play action. Quarterback keeper. Tried to spin out. Daly's got running room to 25. Ball came loose. It came back loose again. Who got it? Simmons says we got it. So let's see.
You going to call him down?
Schultz says we've got it. Well, they are going to call him down.
Unbelievable.
Back at the 23-yard line, close to a first down. Said he was down. First down for the Pioneers. Woo.
First down.
Come on, D. 7:12 left in this one.
17-14, Greenwood on top. Batesville driving at the Greenwood 23. Twins go out to the left, the wide side. Tim Hughes gets the call. Sweet. Hit in the backfield, got through. Stall man hit his hand on the helmet of Tim Hughes. He went down in pain. He got a couple of yards, maybe a yard to the 22, 2nd and 9. Stall bounces up. He's a senior. He ain't coming out. Quickly comes Jack Condren. Another senior. 6'1", 180. Going to give Stall a breather.
He got his hand hung up in something.
That's what it looked like. Jack got injured pre-game in a preseason game. Was down. Wasn't sure. A little head injury. He's back in there. Let's see what the senior can do right here. 2nd down and 9. Overload to the right. Tim Hughes gets the call. Up the middle of the field, he's got running room. Fincher and Tomlinson on the stop. He got out over the 15 and the 7 to the 14. 3rd and 1. 6:15 clock move.
Huge play here, Timmy. 3rd and short.
Kind of like Darrell. I don't know what kind of field goal kicker they got. They're thinking end zone.
We've seen their extra point guy.
Nick Daly at the quarterback spot. Bryce Holmes brings the play in. Bulldog fans on their feet. 5:50 to go. Clock moves. It's going to be number 5 right here. You better believe that. Tim Hughes. He's got running room outside the 10 to the 5, and he's in for a touchdown. Got through a Kyle Simmons arm tackle. And Batesville takes the lead, 20-17. 5:41 to play in this football game. 14-yard scamper for Tim Hughes.
93 yards in 7 plays.
And Greenwood trailing here at home. Second round action. PAT team comes flying in from over the left side. Jimenez on. High snap and handle. That ball's blocked. You betcha. The hammer.
That could be huge.
Blocks another one and makes it a 3-point ball game. Let's take a timeout. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
Well, when we first moved here, we needed to know the different banks and different churches and different doctors. When it came to the bank, over and over I heard of Farmers Bank.
Connie Grote, businesswoman, landscaper, and mother, is sold on Farmers Bank.
We opened up several accounts, checking account, savings account. I decided to open up a salon, so I went back to the bank for a small loan for that. And we went back to the bank later for another loan, and it was a lot larger loan, and there was no problem. They've given us everything that we've ever asked for.
Smith, we're back at Smith Robinson Stadium with the Bulldogs trailing now 20-17, and a block PAT from Spencer Harrison. Come in handy, can't it, Kevin?
Yeah, Tim, I tell you, that is actually huge. I kept the margin at 3 points, and Greenwood is going to get this ball with 5:41 left here in the fourth quarter, and we've got to get this ball down there and either field goal range or put this one in the end zone, but don't give up on Batesville doing a little onside action here. They've done it, twice tonight already?
They're 1 out of 2.
I know they don't want to give us the ball back.
63-21 the final at PA.
Look at your kicker.
Tim Hughes is going to kick this time. The onside they were successful with was Colton McSpadden kicking at number 27. This will be the third kicker of the night from the kickoff position.
This kid can do it all.
Peculiar.
Interesting.
Well, who knows?
PA 63, BB 21, that's a final. Monticello 35, Magnolia 16, that's a final.
Kick a sky kick. Spencer Harris filled it to 29. And he's hit. Just hang on to it. Got out to the 31. Greenwood takes over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line. Take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
There's never been a better time to meet with your Shelter Insurance agent. That's because Shelter continues to offer very competitive rates on its homeowners' policies. Plus, Shelter's coverage includes a big benefit you can't get anywhere else: the personal service you get with Shelter agents. Seek Shelter today at shelterinsurance.com.
See Phil Hicks for a free insurance review at 1740 West Center in Greenwood.
And for the first time tonight, Greenwood went with a tunnel screen and loses a yard to Turpin. And so 2nd and 11. Ball back to the 31-yard line. Teams are kind of catching on to that. We've had success with it for 4 years. You saw Camden last week defend it real well. And that time, Batesville had it. 4 wide for Shook from our own 31. Rolling right, looking to throw. Unloads for Hogan. Complete the first down after the 42-yard line. 11-yard gain. Stephen Hogan, his 3rd catch of the night, and that was a big one.
Oh, we needed that one, Timmy. Get a little bit of breathing room, get this ball out there past the 40.
Got out of bounds with 5:03, and the clock stopped.
West Hill the 38, Siloam 7.
So Greenwood, the lone 5A Wester left. 4 wide, motion from Turpin. From the left side inside. Shook looking to throw. Unloads for Turpin underneath. That's a ill-advised pass. Nothing doing. Another loss of 2 this time. If he hit Turpin, just waited too long. That play never had a chance from the get-go. 2nd and 12. Man, they took him back to the 30 now. A 3-yard loss.
Second down.
Better off to drop that one.
Yeah, kind of right. So back to the 39-yard line, 2nd and 13. Clock moving, 4.5 minutes to play in the football game. We're 4 wide, twins to either side. Shook from the shotgun. Voda's back there with him on his left shoulder. Shook play action, looking to throw. out in the flat, and that is almost intercepted. Third down and 13.
Ouch. Now Greenwood doesn't need to panic here with 4 minutes left. They got all three of their timeouts left, but boy, you'd like to keep the ball here.
Around the Darrell Wheeler.
Hey, Tim, I don't know if it's so much these teams catching on these passes or just the closing speed on the defense when you get to this level.
That's a good point. This late in the season, everybody's got talent. 3 wide to the near side. Wide side of the field over here to the left. Shook the throw. Straight drop looking. Halftime unloads down the middle, and it is nobody home.
Should have been intercepted.
Sandiford and Turpin both in the area. Nobody home.
Punt time.
4-19. Greenwood's going to kick it away. So, Bulldogs kind of facing some adversity here. It's been a while.
3 out of 5 on that series for 7 yards.
Turpin back to punt. Hughes doesn't return punts, which is strange to me. Snap was high, but Turpin got it. The kick's away, and he got a good one. High spiral turned over to fair catch signal back at the 23-yard line. Let's take a 30-second timeout with 4:13 to go. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
Eagle One Hot Shot proudly supports Bulldog football. Eagle One Hot Shot, an expedited small to medium load oil field transportation company, is fully insured and DOT compliant with drivers available around the clock in Tulsa, Fort Smith, and throughout central Arkansas's Fayetteville Shale. Registered in all 48 states, down the interstate, or across a pasture and through a creek bed, you can trust Eagle One Hot Shot to get it there now. When it's important, you shouldn't have to ask twice. Just contact Eagle One Hot Shot at 866-503-7555. Go Greenwood Bulldogs.
20 unanswered points for Batesville, and they lead 20-17. They've got the football. They give to Tim Hughes. He gets a yard, maybe, 2nd and 9. Good defensive pursuit there for the Bulldogs. Voda and Fincher, as usual, up off the pile.
It is getting crunch time here with a little under 4 minutes left in this one, and defense has got to get a stop on this one. And this one's going to be over.
Greenwood with all 3 timeouts. 3:50 play clock, or on the game clock. It's rolling. Greenwood down 3 points. 23-yard line, so it was a no gain officially for Bates. Hughes is the deep back. Fullback offset to the right. They try Tim Hughes to the right side. Michael Berry couldn't hang on. He got free, but there's Stahl. He got through Stahl's tackle. Finally, Tomlinson comes over and gets him down to the 31-yard line. What a run from Tim Hughes. 3rd down and 7.
Maximum effort there by a lot of kids. Berry, Stahl, Hughes.
You got to play to the whistle. Tim Hughes is a senior and doesn't want it to end tonight. Greenwood fans on their feet. 3:04 clock moving. There ain't no tomorrow, boys. You got to D up right here. 3rd down and 7. Batesville from their own 27-yard line, 26-yard line. Twin receivers out to the left. Shotgun for some reason. Flag fly. Michael Berry with a big stop. Short gain for the quarterback. Paul Starr, I'm not sure why they let that play go if it was motion. We're going to decline this and bring out the punt team.
It may have been before the snap.
Well, he sure didn't blow it dead, but let the play go.
Hughes is down on the play over there. Slow to get up.
They call it on Greenwood, or on a Batesville, excuse me. Greenwood wants to decline it and take the play. And so 4th down coming up for Batesville, and they got to punt it back. Defense does their job, and the clock just lost a second. 4th down and 7. Punt time. Turpin back at his 45. I'd like to see Zach take one back right here. Voda trying to get off the field, and he made it just barely. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Low snap, punts away. Turpin fair catch signal, went over his head, takes a Batesville bounce inside the 30, down to the 22-yard line. Let's take a timeout with 2:27 to play in the football game. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
Elite Roofing is a locally owned roofing contractor that is a proud sponsor of the Greenwood Bulldogs. If you're building a new home or need a new roof on your existing home, Elite Roofing is the one to call. Elite Roofing is known for their dependability and reliability. Just ask any of their satisfied customers. They're licensed and bonded. References available upon request. If you need a roof, call your local roofing contractor. Elite Roofing, 478-8668. That's 478-8668.
Shook on first down. Had Turpin, couldn't see him. Finally unloads underneath. He's got Harris, and he dropped it. Spencer Harris just dropped it right in his hands, looking to run. Oh, and he had Turpin downfield. He just couldn't get the hammer cocked. It's 2nd and 10. Bulldogs 78 yards from pay dirt. 2:21. They're down 3. Field goal to tie. You want to try to get in the end zone. My goodness. What a ball game. 2nd round action. High school playoffs. Smith Robinson Stadium. Tim Terry, Kevin Jones, Darrell Wheeler. We're 4 wide, twins to either side. Voda back there with Shook. Shook looking to throw. Hogan's got it, caught at the 30. First down to the 35. Gets out to the 38-yard line. 16 yards to Stephen Hogan. His 4th catch of the night for the sophomore.
Vying for that CC's Pizza offensive
I tell you what,
Stephen Hogan.
Doing a good job so far.
Caught every one thrown to him.
94 yards receiving for Hogan. 1st and 10 Greenwood. Clock moving, 2:08 left in the football game. At our own 38-yard line. 4 wide. Shook from the shotgun. He's got it looking to throw. Voda with a screen and dropped it. That ball is incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Well, if the fans were frozen, they're warmed up now. Everybody's standing on their feet. This one's going to go down the wire.
Minute 58. Let's go down to Darrell Wheeler for a Hug Chevrolet sideline report.
Guys, can't really fault these guys. They're doing everything they can. They just want to try to make a play before they catch it.
4 wide, twins to either side. Play action to Voda. Shook to throw. Out in the flat, and he's got just overthrown to Sandifer. Just high. 3rd and 10.
Just pass to 10 for Tony Sandifer. Incomplete. Brett Chesney defending. 3rd and 10.
He's got to see Turpin down that field. Let that baby fly. Zach will go get it. 3rd and 10. Minute 55 left to go. Greenwood, 4 straight trips to the final. 3 state titles in a row. Trying to extend it here tonight. They've got Turpin man-to-man. He's got to go to 28,
right? Got to go to 28.
Shotgun for Shook. Looking to throw. Across the middle, he goes to Harris. Complete. He's got first down yardage at midfield. Down he goes, but the chains move at the midfield stripe. And it's a 12-yard pass and catch. So the junior, Spencer Harris. Beautiful. And clock stop of the minute 48.
Batesville's got a player down.
Oh, golly. And that's the punter, Matthew Showalter. Had the late hit earlier on Turpin.
Okay, Tim. At some point, you got to go to 28 Turpin here. He's got a foot height advantage.
From the right hash.
I'm throwing it.
They've given him a 10-yard cushion near side. Shook from the shotgun. Looking to throw. Out in the flat, and it's Hogan again, complete at the Batesville, out of bounds at the 41-yard line. They may give him the 40, but a 9-yard catch.
Wow.
5th for Stephen Hogan. Hogan pushing for that CC's Pizza offensive player of the game right here. 2nd and short for the Bulldogs at the Batesville 40.5-yard line. Minute 41. Hogan wisely out of bounds to stop the clock. Receiver's going to swap sides. Sandifer and Hogan come over here to the left, the wide side. It's Harrison Turpin to the right. Voda goes over to the right of Shook. He's in the shotgun. Just play football. They give to Voda dead ahead to draw play. He breaks the tackle. Still on his feet. 35 to the 30-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for Marco Voda.
Another first down.
Clock stopped to move the chain. Great play call from Coach Jones.
Down to the 30-yard line. 1st and 10, Greenwood.
Minute 36 to go in the football game. Greenwood 1st and 10 at the Batesville 30. 4 wide. Ball's over on the right hash. It's Turpin and Harris out here wide left. Shook from the shotgun. He's got it looking to throw. And batted down to the line of scrimmage, incomplete. That stops the clock. Minute 26, 2nd and 10 at the Batesville 30.
I mean, probably another 10 yards of definitely reachable field goal range. But I know they don't want a field goal here. They want 6.
Absolutely. We've got a nail-biter here tonight at Smith Robinson. Bulldogs up 17-0. They just kind of coasting along. Batesville scored, got an onside, scored again. Scored again a while ago in the 4th quarter. Greenwood down 3, driving, play action. Shook looking to throw. Got Turpin. Nope. Harris wide open, complete at the 10, to the 5. Touchdown! He gave it to him. A touchdown!
Wow.
30-yarder to the Hammer. Spencer Harris wouldn't be denied, and it's in for the score. And the Bulldogs back on top, 23-20.
Golly, I tell you. Spencer Harris, the Hammer there. The second, third, fourth effort to get that ball across the goal line.
Oh, my goodness.
Outstanding.
Minute 22 left in the football game. Greenwood back on top, 23-20.
Crucial extra point here to push it to 4.
Absolutely. McCutcheon to snap, Finley to hold. Hartness on for the PAT. Good snap, good hold, and it's down. Oh, my beautiful. 24-20. Let's take a timeout. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
The Greenwood Bulldogs have a winning football team, and the families at Pro Insulation are proud to be a sponsor of the Greenwood Bulldogs. They want to extend their warmest wishes for another winning season. They'll be praying for them all season long and throughout the year. So keep up the good work, play hard, and let's have another successful year. God bless the Greenwood Bulldogs. The broadcast of these games is being made possible by the generosity of the folks like the families of Pro Insulation.
We're back at Smith Robinson Stadium. And, man, Spencer Harris, I don't know. We talk about CC's Pizza players of the game. We try to spread this award around, but Spencer, man, it's hard not to give it to him here tonight. What an effort. Both of his touchdowns were just single-handed, get out of my way.
But Stephen Hogan's been steady, and, I mean, he's played a will of a ball game tonight.
I'll tell you what, let's give it to both of them. Spencer Harris and Stephen Hogan are CC's Pizza offensive players of the game. What do you think?
They both had outstanding nights. Spencer Harris, once again, the elusiveness in the open field, and when he dove, he got the nose of the ball over the end zone line, and it was good all the way.
131 receiving yards for Spencer on 8 catches and 2 touchdowns.
Nice little 78-yard drive on that one.
Beautiful. Minute 22 to go. We're far from over here, however. A lot of football left. Hartness has her teed up, looking for a sky kick. And he goes a little deeper this time, and it's going to be Davis from the 11-yard line over on the left side, 15-20. 25, break the tackle, spins the 30, still on his feet, battling for yardage to the 32. 68 yards. Batesville is all they need. Minute 12 to go. Lean on the defense again. A battered and bruised defense. Stovall out. Helms out. Tomlinson's in up front. With Damian McLean, Barry. Stalls in there.
Set the game clock back to 1:14.
Boda, Pippin, Fincher. Schultz, Hasley, Scott, Simmons, shotgun formation for the Pioneers. Wildcat, look, nope, that's the quarterback trying to set the screen pass up, and it's complete to Hughes at the 35. 40, they run out of bounds, but he got first down yardage to the 44-yard line. 1:07 to play. They got to have a touchdown to win.
Oh, golly, hadn't seen that play all night. Nice little screen pass over there in the left flat.
Sandifer coming in. Schultz coming out. Oh, we might see that big prevent look we had at 3-5 deal. First down for the Pioneers at their own 44. 4 wide, shotgun for Daly. Hughes back there with him. Option play, they pitch it to Hughes on the right. He has to cut back against the grain, break the tackle, cross the 45, didn't break that third one, though. At the 47-yard line, Michael Berry. Near the 48-yard line, clock moving, they've got 1 timeout. 2nd down and 7. Check that 2nd 6 for Batesville at their own 48. Clock moving slowly away. Only with 1 timeout, 44, 43, 42. Shotgun with 4 wide. Rolling out, it's Daly out to the left. Berry bringing pressure. Can he get to him? And unloads, it is incomplete.
I'll tell you the heat, Michael Berry.
Coverage from Boda and Sandifer out there on the big man, Price Holmes. 3rd down and 6 with 33 seconds left in the football game. Tomlinson coming out. The Hammer, Spencer Harris and Turpin come in. Scott back there. Here comes that 3-man front we talked about. That's you betcha. Sean Fincher, your CC's Pizza defensive player of the game, Mr. Sean Fincher, the senior. Been laying the wood out there all night. And a timeout. We're going to reset the 25-second clock. Okay. So 3rd and 6. Pioneers football at their own 48. They've got to get to the Greenwood 46. 24-20, Greenwood on top. 4 wide. Motion came from Murphy. We've seen the shovel pass out of this look tonight twice. Not going to do it this time. They go screen to the flat to Murphy, and he is out of bounds, but short of a first down at the 48-yard line, so 4th and 2 coming up with 28 seconds left. Batesville with 1 timeout.
Well, I can tell you what, the fans that saw this one tonight got their money's worth. What a ball game.
They get him the 47-yard line, so 4th and 1. 28 seconds left. Greenwood up 4. Looking for one more game here at the hallowed grounds of Smith Robinson. Crowd on their feet, a 4th down. Fantastic.
Bogey's even excited.
Bogey is on her feet. So here we go, I formation. 4th and 1. Hughes gets it, and he breaks through the first wave, still on his feet at the 40. Finally pushed out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Chains move. 22 seconds left in the football game.
He was not going to be denied on that one.
They gave him the 34-yard line. 1 timeout still left for Batesville. Greenwood with 3. Tomlinson coming out. Here comes the defensive backfield package. Harrison, Turpin.
Scott.
Daly's your quarterback.
Simmons.
Reset the 25 play clock. There they do. Pioneers 1st and 10 at the Greenwood 34. 22 seconds left. They come out in an I formation. Daly under center. Play action to Hughes. Looking to throw in the flat, and he's got a man. What a stop from Tony Sandifer, who came up. They got a call timeout. Nope, they're going to try to spike it. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. They spike it with 4 seconds left, and the 3rd down and 8. What a tackle from Tony Sandifer, who came up on a man in the left flat. Makes a stop and a timeout. Let's come back after this timeout with 4 seconds. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
Do you have a remodeling project planned or maybe designing that new dream home? Then head to Lumber One in Van Buren. They can supply all your building materials no matter how big or how small the job. If you need that special custom-sized door or energy-efficient window, Lumber One has just what you need to put the finishing touches on your project. They also carry a full line of roofing supplies. For all your building materials, call Lumber One of Van Buren, 474-4444, 474-4444.
We're back at Smith Robinson Stadium. We've got ourselves in a situation here. Batesville called their last timeout. We've got a 2nd down and 8. They've got the ball laying at the 35, but Uncle Ronnie's got the stick at about the 37.5. I think he's right on that. That's about where Sandifer made the stop. 4 seconds left in the football game. It's 24-20. Greenwood on top. Just keep him out of the end zone.
Got one play here, Tim. Time for one play, and this is the ball game right here.
I mean, it's a Hail Mary. You might look for Hughes on a little hook and lateral kind of deal. He's been real elusive, breaking tackles. It comes down to this right here. I mean, it's all or nothing. You got to score if you are the Batesville Pioneers. Now they move the ball up to the 38. So here we go. They've got 3 receivers out here. The big man is Price. Holmes is 6'4". 3 receivers to the near side. Shotgun formation. Here we go. Last play of the football game, maybe the last play of the season for one of these teams. And it is up, and it is incomplete, and the Bulldogs are going to advance. Greenwood wins this baby 24-20. It'll move on to a semifinal date against the Pulaski Academy Bruins right here at Smith Robinson Stadium. What a football game. 24-20. Will, what do you think, brother?
I think Zach Turpin made a heck of a play right there, bat that ball away at the end zone.
I'll tell you what, unbelievable. And we're still undefeated when Devin went on the sideline. So he's good for his 1 game a year miss.
Yeah, give a shout out to Devin. Hope the wife gets better.
What a ball game here tonight at Smith Robinson Stadium. Great effort from both sides. The Batesville Pioneers making a long road trip and did not go quietly into the night, but the Bulldogs protect this house and win 24-20 and advance to the semifinals. In the 3rd straight year, we're going to meet the PA Bruins in the postseason. Let's take a timeout and come back for some post-game highlights. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
Coming up is the Greenwood Bulldog postgame show on Spirit 106.3.
Starting a relationship with Farmers Bank is simple. We offer checking accounts, savings accounts, CDs, and IRAs.
Sarah Walker, tells how easy it is to open an account at Farmers Bank.
Changing banks is not complicated at all. For example, if customers would like their Social Security check direct deposited into their account here every month, we'll call the Social Security office for them, with them sitting here, and it's just that simple. Give us a try. We'll prove it.
Member FDIC.
Only with AT&T, you can talk unlimited to 50 million other customers, and your unused anytime minutes roll over from month to month. And with AT&T Family Talk, you can share the minutes in your plan and never have to pay roaming or long-distance charges nationwide. Hurry in today to Burgess Communications, your AT&T authorized retailer, 350 West Center in Greenwood or 2700 South 0 Street in Fort Smith.
Burgess Communications, you made the right choice.
Limited time offer requires a 2-year service agreement per phone.
Eagle One Hotshot proudly supports Bulldog football. Eagle One Hotshot, an expedited small to medium load oil field transportation company, is fully insured and DOT compliant with drivers available around the clock in Tulsa, Fort Smith, and throughout central Arkansas's Fayetteville Shale. Registered in all 48 states, down the interstate, or across a pasture and through a creek bed, you can trust Eagle One Hotshot to get it there now. When it's important, you shouldn't have to ask twice. Just contact Eagle One Hotshot at 866-503-7555. Go Greenwood Bulldogs.
The Greenwood Bulldogs have a winning football team, and the families at Pro Insulation are proud to be a sponsor of the Greenwood Bulldogs. They want to extend their warmest wishes for another winning season. They'll be praying for them all season long and throughout the year. So keep up the good work, play hard, and let's have another successful year. God bless the Greenwood Bulldogs. The broadcast of these games is being made possible by the generosity of the folks like the families of Pro Insulation.
There are plenty of ways to get from point A to point B. And Shelter Insurance has covered plenty of miles in cars and drivers since 1946 with a combination of competitive rates, helpful agents, and speedy claim service. Truth is, we like knowing we have you covered, so you can just sit back and enjoy the ride. Shelter Insurance. Seek shelter today at shelterinsurance.com.
See Phil Hicks for a free insurance review at 1740 West Center in Greenwood. Elite Roofing is a locally owned roofing contractor that is a proud sponsor of the Greenwood Bulldogs. If you're building a new home or need a new roof on your existing home, Elite Roofing is the one to call. Elite Roofing is known for their dependability and reliability. Just ask any of their satisfied customers. They're licensed and bonded. References available upon request. If you need a roof, call your local roofing contractor. Elite Roofing, 478-8668. That's 478-8668.
We're back at Smith Robinson Stadium. The Bulldogs win 24-20, advance to the semifinals to meet Pulaski Academy. Coach is down on the field with a post-game interview. Just stick your mic in there, Will, and get with him. And you can ask him a question as we go.
I feel badly for those guys. It's got to be a tough way to lose, but they played hard, and they had a great plan, and they stuck to it and played really, really good football.
You guys have had so many games like these over the years in the postseason. How much can you build on that each time?
Well, I don't know how much we can build on it. It's just a matter of going out and executing when you have to. And I was proud of our quarterback, receivers, our offense. Scored when they had to, and they moved the ball when they had to. And they're a tough defense, and they're hard to move the ball on. We got it down there twice, and didn't kick the field goal once, and got stuffed the other time. So they're a good football team. We know we beat a good football team tonight.
The fact that you guys have been in games like this so much, what was the feeling on the sideline with your offense? Was there any panic, or was it like, let's do it again?
Well, I don't think there's any panic. I mean, there's obvious importance of the moment. We understand the importance of the moment, but I think our kids try to focus on executing the plays that we call, and that's what they did. And Tyler came out and made a few good throws. Spencer was unbelievable, made a great individual effort on the one. I thought our line protected well all night long. I mean, Tyler was not rushed that much, and we were able to sit back there and throw. Of course, we needed to.
There were a couple of mistakes you made in the second half. Of course, they got the onside kick. You threw the interception and still rallied to win.
I know. It says a lot. It's sort of the mirror image of the game. Well, it wasn't really a mirror image. It was similar to the game we had 2 years ago, except we got 2 onside kicks on them. They turned the tables on us. We practiced hard on that this week because we knew that they were going to try to onside kick if they got a chance. But Well, Coach, I'm just proud. Overall, the defense, the defense went out in the first half and just played outstanding, and we didn't do enough in the second half to get them off the field, and I think they got, they just kept getting pounded, and Coach King has said that the running back gets better as the game goes along, and that's definitely the case because that kid was really, really tough as the game wore on.
One thing about it, Coach, looks like on the only touchdown in the second half, save the best for last, man. We need every week get to step up. Seems like each drive gets bigger and bigger.
Well, it's really true, and we're going to practice on Thanksgiving again. I invite all those people in Greenwood come out to 9 o'clock Thanksgiving morning. We're going to have a great practice out here, and I'm proud of the kids. These guys have really, really done it the hard way.
I can't wait.
Thanks.
All right, that's head football coach Rick Jones. We'll see you Thanksgiving morning at 9 o'clock. Bulldogs will be practicing getting ready for the Pulaski Academy Bruins. And kind of the quirky thing about this is Kevin, is we saw them second round last year. Year before was in the finals. Now it's third round, so we're just seeing these guys at random times in the postseason. But, man, do they have some firepower down there at PA, and we'll touch on that after a while here in the post-game show. But the Greenwood Bulldogs victorious tonight, 24-20, and just a fantastic football game. And you like to see people stay till the end. That's the name of the game. Of course, I like the blowouts, 35-pointers and all that stuff, but what a football game here tonight.
Yeah, everybody got their money's worth here tonight. I tell you who needs a little bit of credit is that training staff. It looked like the walking hospital down there, or Setton Hospital. There's all kinds of Bulldogs on the sideline banged up and bruised, and this is one of the most impressive victories I think that he's had since he's been here. Because we do have a lot of injuries this year, and everybody just stepped up, and that's a credit to his program, his kids. The next guy stepping up in there and stepping right in there and winning this one. This was actually a huge win for the Bulldogs here to pull this one out 24-20 here over the Batesville Pioneers.
Well, and you give a little credit to Tyler Shook. He had to lean on him tonight. We were back down to Voda, who's a formidable runner, but a sophomore, week 12, hadn't really got that many reps. So we're banged up at running back, and you had to let Voda try to throw the ball, Shook throw the ball a lot tonight. And, at times he had some bad throws, made a couple bad decisions, but when it counted, he found his receivers down there. Man, what a job that his receivers did tonight, just hauling the ball in, and yards after the catch were just fantastic. We'll take a break and come back and get some post-game stats here for you as the Greenwood Bulldogs advance to the semifinals for the fifth straight season, 24-20, and a win over the Batesville Pioneers. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
Forget all the hype. Buy your next vehicle at Dunn Chevrolet during the Red Tag sales event. You'll love their good old hometown style of doing business. Get a great deal on a 2008 Chevy Silverado 1500 Crew Cab, stock number 1035, complete with power windows, power door locks, tilt cruise CD player, and chrome wheels, only $21,109. At Dunn Chevrolet, they've got a bigger selection with the same friendly atmosphere. They're blue jeans and boots, not slick back hair and suits. And Randy is still there. Dunn Chevrolet in Boonville.
Only with AT&T, you can talk unlimited to 50 million other customers, and your unused anytime minutes roll over from month to month. And with AT&T Family Talk, you can share the minutes in your plan and never have to pay roaming or long-distance charges nationwide. Hurry in today to Burgess Communications, your AT&T authorized retailer, 350 West Center in Greenwood or 2700 South 0 Street in Fort Smith.
Burgess Communications, you made the right choice.
Limited time offer requires a 2-year service agreement per phone.
Eagle One Hotshot proudly supports Bulldog football. Eagle One Hotshot, an expedited small to medium load oil field transportation company, is fully insured and DOT compliant with drivers available around the clock in Tulsa, Fort Smith, and throughout central Arkansas's Fayetteville Shale. Registered in all 48 states, down the interstate, or across a pasture and through a creek bed, you can trust Eagle One Hotshot to get it there now. When it's important, you shouldn't have to ask twice. Just contact Eagle One Hotshot at 866-503-7555. Go Greenwood Bulldogs.
We're back at Smith Robinson Stadium. The Greenwood Bulldogs win 24-20, advance to the semifinals next week here at Smith Robinson to take on a familiar foe, the Pulaski Academy Bruins, who come in on a roll and steamrolling opponents pretty much this whole season, and look for another shootout against those guys. Some quick numbers here from Shook. We had him 22 of 39, 348 yards.
That's what I had.
2 touchdowns and 1 interception. Receiving, we had Zach Turpin, 4 catches for only 22 yards. No, I'm sorry, I've got that wrong. I'll get his numbers in a minute. Harris was 7 catches, 131 yards. Cole, CC's Pizza Offensive Player of the game. Hogan, the other CC's Pizza Offensive Player of the game. By the way, Turpin had 2 touchdowns, a 29 and a 30-yarder. Hogan had 5 catches for 103 yards, and the sophomore was a coming-out party, and really the last 5 weeks has really showed his worth out there on the field. Sandifer, another sophomore, 6 catches for 75 yards. A great night for Tony Sandifer, and one thing we probably didn't touch on enough was that enormous tackle he made out there on that last drive on a second down, shutting down their receiver out in the flat, and a great man-to-man shot out there from Tony Sandifer at that cornerback spot. And Voda caught 1 ball for 2 yards.
Yeah, and Tim, Greenwood here only 24 yards rushing, and we knew going in that Tyler Shook's going to have to throw the ball tonight, and rumors had he was going to try to throw it 50 times if he had to, and Tyler stepping up there 22 of 39 for 348, an admirable job tonight in a very tough situation in the second half. And I tell you, our defense, I think, really won this ball game in that first half. Actually shut them out in that first half. They have 62 yards rushing that first half, and I tell you that my hat's off again to our defense. And I don't know if you can give all the points to them in that second half because all the freaky penalties and onside kick and stuff, but. What a tremendous effort for a lot of backups tonight. They had a lot of kids on the sidelines hurt, and a lot of kids stepped up and filled the void perfect. Will, you got anything to close out with?
Well, Tim mentioned the tackle there by Tony Sandifer, and interestingly enough, I was just down on the field talking to his mother, and we were talking about that very play, and sure enough, it had been 6 points had he not made that stop.
Yeah, it was critical. It was second down, and it was a wide-open field up there, made a great play on that ball, and put them in a difficult situation. I thought they'd call a timeout there, and they didn't, and they walked up there, actually hurried up there and tried to spike the ball and burnt probably 12, 14 seconds there and only left 4 seconds left in desperation time, and Turpin doing a good job of batting that ball down late.
Turpin 4 catches for 43 yards officially. Now a couple of minus plays there, the tunnel screen and another one out in the flat. They went for negative yardage, so he lost 4 yards those last 2 receptions, but 4 for 43. Voda, I had him with 7 rushes for only 21 yards. Sandifer ran it 3 times for 11 yards, and Shook actually ran it twice for 3 yards, but did have a 2-yard score down there on that north end zone. But 23-yard field goal for Austin Hartness. He's been extremely dependable, and, last year this time Hartness was the game difference down there.
How many did you have for Harris?
Spencer had 7 catches for 131 yards.
That'll put him up 1181 on the year.
Wow. Hammer doing good tonight. Sean Fincher, your CC's Pizza Defensive Player of the game. Spencer Harris and Stephen Hogan, your CC's Pizza Co-Offensive Players of the game. And, Will, I guess it's PA again. The last 2 seasons, we've put them out of we've ended their seasons the last 2 years, and it's going to be here at Smith Robinson next week.
Yeah, Tim, they don't like us very much, but hopefully we can keep taking it to them one more time anyway. And I'm looking forward myself to Thanksgiving practice, and I want to thank both of you for giving me a call tonight. And I really appreciate the opportunity to fill in for Devin tonight.
Hey, we appreciate that. Devin sent a message, said, good job, guys. So we got his vote of confidence. Where's number 60 is Little Wheel out there, Ross Wheeler. He's a sophomore, so the Wheel will have somebody out there to curse that, I guess, next year if he misses a block. I don't know. Yeah. All right, man. Shootout next week. Last 2 times, 56-55, a state final in 06. Last year at their place, 57-50, I believe, was the final. Greenwood won. So look for some points next week. If you want to see a football game, this is the place to be next week here at Smith Robinson in beautiful downtown Greenwood, Arkansas. 63-21, PA won over BB tonight. So there you go. That's a back-to-back. They put 63, I think, on Alma last week. So
they do. They don't punt. They onside kick every time. So if you like the most exciting play in football, come to Smith Robinson next Friday night and see all the onside kicks you want to see. And they got the big Neil Barlow, the verbal commitment receiver, going to the Hogs. And I always liked their quarterback, Spencer Keith, I think is his name, a good little quarterback. And they're on a roll, like you said earlier. I think they lost earlier to Helena West Hill in the first game of the year. And I was telling you, they went for it. They had 4th and 10 on their own 10 and went for it, didn't make it. And Helena went in and scored right off the bat and made it 7-0 early. But this time we get to play them in Sebastian County instead of playing them in Pulaski Academy the last 2 times. So look forward to it.
All right, big victory here tonight. We'll call it a night from the stadium. We'll thank Darrell Wheeler for picking us up on the sideline tonight, and we'll see about next week. 24-20, a final here tonight. The Bulldogs advance to the semifinals. Practice Thanksgiving morning, 9 o'clock. Come one, come all. I'm sure there'll be some donuts and coffee roaming about the stadium, and that's all we've got here tonight. it's going to be Bulldogs Bruins next Friday night. 7:05 we're on the air, 7:30 kickoff. For Darrell Wheeler, Kevin Jones, I'm Tim Terry saying so long. You've been listening to Greenwood High School Football.
Real sports fans know that performance is what it's all about.